Yo, yo, yo. Yo. Testing. 1 2 3. Testing. 1 2 3. What is up, beautiful people? We're here in the Pirates Den. The lair of blacklisted fish keepers. What is up, beautiful people? And, look. I promised 2 things. I would stream today. That was one promise I made in the Discord. In my Tanks Discord. You should get in there. There's probably a link around here somewhere. And the other promise I made, it would be a horizontal stream. We're back with the horizontal streams. I mean, look. I'm true to my promises. Am I over top of this? Oh, that's kind of cool. So I can like point. I could be like, over here. Anyways. Yeah, how's everyone doing? What's up? Gonna be a chill stream. No promises on how long, I'm just vibing, see how it goes. But main goal for today, the road to master breeder. Now, if you guys have not been tuning in to my shenanigans, I'm competing with my friend Aaron to get the most points for breeding fish in our club. And one of the things about the breeder awards points is also you get ranks as you go, kind of like you can be given a title. Yo, what's up, Big Steve, Phoenix Star? How's it going, guys? How's it going? And one of these titles is Master Breeder. All right, so to get these titles, it's not just how many fish you breed and how many points, but you have to complete classes. This is where the title of the stream comes in, the road to master breeder, because I realized that I'm gonna have to be strategic in completing these classes. So today we'll be looking up fish in general, but also for the purposes of plotting to be Aaron in points and also to eventually get to master breeder. So you see that there's 12 classes listed here. Class 1 is livebearers. To complete that class, you have to breed 6 species of livebearers. Easy. We can do that easy peasy. Yo, what's up, Jesse? SVC. How's it going? Yeah, 6 species. I don't need to plan like this is gonna happen. I've got tons of livebearer species. I definitely have more. I definitely have 6 livebearer species right now. We'll complete this class, no problem. Okay, this one, Adabantoids. This is gonna require a little strategy, but not too much, because I'm having some decent success with the beta of Marjoratum, and I could do some more betas, get some Anabantoids. So Anabantoids, those are the fish that they got the labyrinth organ, they can breathe air, I believe. Adabantoids, let's just look up the definition. Yes, Adabantoid are a suborder of Adabantiform ray-finned freshwater fish, distinguished by their possession of a lung-like labyrinth organ. So you can see they're like gouramis are in there, betas. So I've bred a gourami. I bred sparkling gouramis and the betas. So yeah, we get some more betas in there, easy peasy. For ACM, the entries don't have to be donations, actually, Jesse, which is nice. Yeah, if the entries had to be donations, then we wouldn't be having the stream. Oops. It's not like, oh, I gotta get money for my fish, but some of the fish are cool. I don't want to just donate them to anyone. You gotta earn it. All right. Steve said, I've been interested in knowing what's required to get that title. That'd be the only reason I could see doing BAP. Do your entries have to be donations? Well, I should have read your freaking thing first. This is the Aquarium Club of Maryland rules. But every club has their own BAP program. There are some broader national ones, I think. Yeah, what's up, Fathom? How's it going? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. But at least for ACM, you don't. It doesn't have to be donations. All right. So live bearers and Bantoids, like, it's gonna be easy peasy. And ACM's program is being run by Chad. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but if you know Chad, very respectable fish guy. Definitely a master breeder for sure. Okay. Cyprinids. Let's make sure we understand. I think cyprinids shouldn't be that big. Yeah, minnows and carps. Yeah, we can. I think we'll do that naturally just by the fish I'm into. So cyprinids, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's look at the top 10 cyprinids just to get an idea. Oh my god. YouTube. Let's just. Oh, 12 cyprinids fishes guy exotic zoo. Ooh. Are barbs under here? Yeah, okay, so we got barbs. We got true gudgeons, rasboras. Oh yeah, we're all up in here. Yeah. We can complete cyprinids. Easy peasy. I got barbs. Got all sorts of stuff. Fathom said, wait, 1 second, let me put the there we go. Chad is a master breeder. I don't know if he's been given the title, but he's bred a very large amount of fish. So I'm sure if he went through the effort of submitting them to a club, I'm sure he could have gotten the title. If you need Black Paradise Grammies, let me know. I just rescued about 300. Oh my gosh. The parents were from Dan's Fish and were bred by Lumi. They breed easy. Alright, that's good to know. I'm looking to rehome these. No cost, just to help out. Yo, is that a Adavantoid? Hold up. I need a pair. I need a pair. Easy to breed? Shit. Alright, cyprinids. So you gotta breed 6 species of cyprinids to get up in there. We can do that. Alright. Only 4 species of catfish required to finish the class. That's kind of interesting. Okay. What? Aquarium fish that are cherisons? Let's see. Alright. We got tetras. Alright. So like Congo tetras, I'm breeding those. I got the infernal tetras that I think I can get some more fry out of. Alright, breed a bunch of tetras. Okay, that's easy. Why not? Cherisons. We're gonna get to the place where I'm gonna have trouble in a second. Just one more fish. Fathom message me. This fish fiend. Email me your info, Nick, or anyone in the chat. I'm just helping out. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for sure. Thank you. Alright. Cichlids. Okay, once we get to the cichlids, because of space requirements, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So, like, let's just go to Wet Spot and see what's in. What is even in Old World cichlids? Yeah. Okay, well, if I get the Nanochromis going, and I do have some cribs. Oh, Old World, this is easy. This is easy. Yo, a couple of fish says, real mature horizontal stream. Let's go. We're back, baby. I'm glad you appreciate the horizontal. Always with the emoji spam. Oh, yeah, I'll join you. Yeah, Old World cichlids, this is like a piece of cake. I mean, I like all these fish. I have several species of them. We can complete this. That'll be no problem. Okay. So we gotta do 6 species of livebearers. I think that's easy. 5 species of anabantoids. That's just gonna be expensive. I'm gonna have to sell a lot more ice pods, buy some bettas and shit. Cyprinids, 6 cyprinids, we can do that. 4 catfish. Five species of Cherasids. 6 old world cichlids. That's like cake. I mean, we only see the thing is why I gotta strategize is which fish will I just have to breed just for the purpose of completing a class. Because some of these, I'm going to complete the class just because that's the kind of fish I'm into. But, you know, this one is going to be the challenge. Rift Lake cichlids. I've been. Would you guys believe me if I told you I had a dream about Rift Lake cichlid? Like this has been really on my mind. This has been really on my mind. I wish I was joking. Bro, I even had a dream that Aaron, this is like not related to Rift Lake, but Aaron had a tank of like 40 Elisoma and they were beautiful, and he was just like, yeah, this is like my Elisoma, like I've had this whole time, all these Elisoma Gilberti. And I was just like, why'd you bid on my pair in the auction if you have all these? This is so funny. I do dream about fish. Steve said, joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Oh, Steve, I'm gonna have to talk. Yo, you should come to ACSM Sunday. Yeah, I'll trade you more betas for a Rift Lake pair of some sort. Yeah, I could do that. Or something. I'll trade you something. Let's see. Do they sort by Rift Lake in here? Okay, Lake Tangent. So all the lake stuff, that's the Rift Lake things. Now, this is gonna be a difficult class for me because not only Jesse said you got new birds. Do you have more than one? Do you have more than 2 species of quail now? Is that what you're telling me? Not only am I not like super into these fish naturally, just because they're always in the same section of the stores that contain all the fish too big for me to keep. You know what I mean? Do you have to in order to do something? Rift Lake is boring to me. That's what I'm saying. Like the Rift Lake, I'm not saying that they don't have any cool fish. I'm just saying that, like, I think part of it is they're usually in the part of the store I don't go to because it's all the fish are too big or I'm not interested in. But like the Rift Lake cichlids all kind of blend. Like they all look the same to me. They kind of blend together, and the ones that do look cool are like too aggressive or too big for me to keep. That's the problem that I have. Then you put on top of that, I have soft water, and they want all the harder water and stuff. Like, this is gonna be difficult. I said, why not just skip that category? So, in order to get to Master Breeder, I gotta do 10 completed classes and have at least 2 second generation spawning from any category and 600 points. I guess technically I could not do the Rift Lake thing because I thought it was all classes. I guess it's 10. So I could, but you know, it could be cool just to complete all the classes anyways. Like, achievement unlock. What? It's Ada. Okay. Can she come in? Yeah. Okay, Ada's coming in. All right. So, what was I saying? If I had to, I'd do Shell Dwellers. 186 elements said working and lurking. Welcome to the lurkers and workers. So I think to complete Rift Lake, Shell Dwellers are gonna have to be a thing. Rift Lake Shell Dwellers, but I don't know how many species there are. How many species of Shell Dwellers? How many species of Shell Dwellers Rift Lake? feel like there's 24. Jesus, I'm just not. Yeah, it's gonna be painful. Glassbox says I could trade you a pair of Bacardi. They breed stupid easy. Let's look up this fish. Bacardi, Rift Lake. Oh yeah, I've seen these guys. Yeah. But will they survive my soft water? That's the problem. I'm going to get this special substrate. But I mean, sure. That could be a good start. Good intro for me. Oh. Just found rope fish floor jerky. That lid is tight too. I'm so sorry to hear. I found a fish on the floor this morning. I'm not even ready to say which one. I'm too upset about it. And I didn't leave the lid open either. So. Jesse said, I never experienced that. All my ropes stay in a tank with no lid. Well, aren't you just perfect, huh? And what fish don't you have, honestly? So. The 40 breeder's getting there though, I'll tell you. Alright. Let me refocus. Alright, so yeah, the Rift Lakes, okay, the Bacardi, we could do a shell dweller. I'll be honest, like just doing like 3 species of shell dwellers, like, it sounds awful to me. Like, what's a small Rift Lake cichlid that can tolerate softer water and isn't murderous? Cause like I looked up, there was one the gold shell dweller I saw in the store. I was like, yeah, Lamprologus ocellatus, I think is the one. And I was like, wow, this one actually looks kind of cool. Maybe I could be into that. Why did I see something say the most aggressive small fish of all time or something ridiculous? Like, look at this. Cichlid fish form 2023. The title of the post. Lamprologus ocellatus. Really that bad? Question mark. Please forgive me if this person's this I'm gonna read this post, but are Lamprologus really mean towards their own kind and everything else? I have a corner aquarium 87 by 87 by 123 centimeters and have roughly 80 shells in there with rocks, but also sufficient hiding spots, etc. I was playing the idea of getting 6 of them together with 6 Julidochromis ornatus and 12. Bro, this is a lot of fish. Cyphochromis leptosoma. No jumbos, the normal ones. My local all fish keepers have told me they do not like more than 2 shells per fish. Blah, Jesus, is it really that bad? Blah, blah. Okay, not sure how to convey information if you would see it as bashing, but here it goes. I would not put them in that tank, etc. Alright. Males want 6 inches of territory to themselves. This person says, ocellatus are unpredictable. And yes, they can be that bad. Oh my. You may get a male to tolerate a few females in a tank, or he may not. Yeah, this is terrible. Ocellatus is cool as hell, but they're mean. Rift Lake and soft water ain't a thing. Oh, okay, well that solves one problem. I did too, Jesse. They didn't have lids for months, and I put one on and backfired. You should add everyone in your Discord when you go live, bro. I need to make an announcement thing there. You're right. My bad. Or they could just turn on YouTube notifications. Am I right? Hit the bell as well. You know what I'm saying? Some content creatorship, bro. Yeah. Where's the bell? Where's the like, comment, subscribe? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I tried to sell it. I tried. The bigger question is why bother? There's a lot of different cell drillers that are as pretty but without the attitude. Okay. Neolamprologris brevis. Wow. Another white fish. Okay. Rift Lake slander. Is this my next controversy? Small Rift Lake fish seem to be meaner pound for pound because of the amount of aggressive competition in the lakes. I can see that. Listen, I didn't get notified because I was here. Nobody got excused. All right. Somewhat, yo, throw up a Rift Lake cichlid for consider, but I just think they're kind of mid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Give me my African cichlids, my South American. Come on, it's damn dusty lakes. Okay, this guy's got a cool little mohawk. Got the kind of purple spotting a bit. Let's see, what does Fishpedia say about territorial? Yes. Okay. Neolampologris catapunctatus is a territorial animal that does not tolerate any incursions into its living area. It is particularly virulent against other territorial species, and it can provoke heated fights. Relationships between conspecifics are also hectic, with each seeking to secure its place. Parrying or even sustained fighting. Parrying? They're pulling out some rapiers and just fencing in front of me? Like, what is happening right now? I'm going to turn my tanks into a damn duel zone? This for honor or something? Why did I talk about the fish parried? Parrying or even sustained fighting can occur between dominant males. So, like, if you're a history buff, you want the 100 Years' War to play out in your tank? Oh, well, Steve says, they weren't that aggressive, bred easily, cool with plants, fun to watch. I had catapunks with all kinds of fish. Okay. Okay. I'll keep this one on the list. It does look cool. Did you finish the fish shed? You can put them there. The fish shed is used for storage, but it does store fish related things, tanks and things like that, shipping stuff. That's where all the bodies are buried. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The Rift Lake cichlids, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, what are the New World? Is there a New World cichlid category on somewhere? Let's see. Let's do buy New World cichlids. I just want a place that just is gonna have a bunch. Okay, Live Aquaria, Arizona Aquatic Gardens. Yeah, I don't think so. Ooh, Electric Blue Acara. Okay, wait, we're cooking here. Keyhole set. Okay. Now, this is much better. Oh, we got Rams in here? Microgeophagus? Oh. Oh, yeah. This is... Look at this. Oh, Oscars are in here. That's cool. EBA is the easy one. Yeah, I need to buy more from Grace. They just look cool. They look cool. I wonder if I could put them with Geophagus. Man, these bats are huge. Severums, another Acara, Firemouths. Yeah, we're cooking with the New World cichlids. The Pistos. Okay. So if I ever figure out if I get my Pistos going and figure all that out, then these are all fish I like. So I think we can complete 6 species from here. Yeah. That's not going to be a problem. Especially they got things like the Electric Blue Acara and stuff. All right. I have a few species that are in this category, so we can kind of get a start on that. Okay, killifish. Like, do I even have to go for killifish? We're gonna complete killifish. Rainbow fish. I do need 1 or 2 more rainbow fish. Actually, I could use more rainbow fish. I'm into rainbow fish actually in general. I think I would complete it like naturally. But it would be nice to have some easy rainbow fish that maybe don't take 3 billion years to grow. You know? It's the little things. It's just the little things. What rainbows most look so good? Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I got Luminatus, I got Melitania, Bendola Creek, I got Pseudomygil Luminatus, Pseudomygil Gertrude, and I think it's this one that I have, the Wapoga. And I have some other ones I'm not necessarily actively breeding. I'm still figuring it out. But I do like rainbow fish. Like I have the Praecox. They're in my grandpa's tank though. Do Pseudomygil count? Yeah, Pseudomygil should count. They're rainbow fish. Why would they not count? They better count. I heard he likes those water bugs as well. Yeah. I'm sure I've completed the invertebrate class already. Has anyone done the threadfin rainbows? Those could be kind of cool. Isopod Nation, that works. I prefer the Isopod agenda. Man, Pseudomygils are so pretty. The threadfin rainbows I'm interested in. They look so crazy. But I haven't seen them in the stores. The thing with rainbow fish, they sell them so small. So to see them in person, like, that's why it was cool. I bought the Luminatus from Small World Aquatics, since they're breeding them and stuff, and they had some adults. But the stores, they get them in so small and they don't stick around that long. Jesse said I bred and have the threadfin rainbows. Of course. We're just playing what fish does Jesse have right now. The answer's all of them. Threadfins are very nice. They're mature than the store and they're stunning. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking with them. I think that they're definitely one that one day I want to do a series of like, yeah, this is a small ass Galars. Very young. Anyways, I want to do a series of like more like what do I have that you want. Look, I can't help that we both have good taste. I can't help that. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I want to eventually like kind of show like this is the fish in the store and this is it. 8 months later, there's a lot of fish that you just have to trust the process. You know, you really gotta trust the process. So yeah, rainbow fish, we can do that. Invertebrates, we can do that. And I think I've already completed other. So now the points. 600 points. And 2 second generation spawnings. I've got second gen spawnings. That's easy. Okay, if we want to do Grandmaster Breeder, see, we have to have 5 species spawn from target groups. Completed all classes. So, see, I do need to complete all the class for Grandmaster. I'm just like reading the rules soon. Points are only awarded to each breeder for each species with the following: uniquely maintained color varieties, uniquely maintained shape varieties, uniquely maintained wild population, 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation. Whew. 2nd generations in Class D are not considered to be 2 Class D fish. You need to spawn completely different species of fish in order to be eligible for the advance awards. So that, I'm trying to think if I understand. But here's the other awards though for this year. We could also gun for this, like most difficult fish award. That'd be cool to win that. Like what fish would be like just make me a lock in for most difficult? Breeder of the year, so that's who gets the most points. So this is what we're competing for Aaron for, get the most points. Got rookie of the year. I can't get that. Specialization award. This award offers the breeders the chance to specialize in the same or similar species at different. Okay, I see. Diversification award. An award will be given to receive this award. The participant, oh god, must have BAP points for one fish from each of the following divisions: live bears, rainbow fish, cichlids. Oh man, we do have to do a Rift Lake if we want to do if we want to get the diversity award. Jesse said Congo spotted puffers would be that. Yeah, but I don't know if I can get 4 1-month-old fry of those by the end of the year. Because I got to clear out the tank. And I'm starting to think that tank is even big enough for... if I had to get a group, if I can't sex them, if I can't just get a pair. And then, yeah, I know I haven't bred them before. It could take a while. So, I don't know. I think that would be the one. I think that would be the one, but it seems impossible. I could try and do pea puffers. Could try and do that. What else could I do? Oh no. Alright. Now we gotta look at the points. 600 points. So let's figure out what 20-point fish we want to try and do. Okay. Let's just hold up a second. Let's see. I can do the text on the screen, can I? Text. All right. 20-point fish that we can do. Now, first of all, what the hell is this live bear that's a 4 eyes? I do not know what this is. Bro, what? What is this? Do you guys know what this is? It looks like a mud skipper that learned to swim. I don't like this. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. Yo, what's up, Craig's Catfish? We're looking at 20-point fish for BAP. The 4-eyed fish. Okay, it is brackish, so definitely mud skipper vibes. I hate how their eyes are above the water, dude. This is terrifying. Good morning, good morning. Their name comes from their specially adapted eyes with a membrane that effectively splits them into 2 parts, allowing them to simultaneously see above and below the water surface. Due to this unique feature, the 4-eyed fish are typically found floating at the surface, seeking out insects and other food items which might fall towards water. Yo, imagine you spend your whole life waiting for food to fall from the sky, bro. It's crazy. Like many brackish water fish, they regularly move between pure fresh and pure marine, but will do better than moderate strength brackish. A social species, etc., etc. And they're a live bear. I mean, look, only $90 a piece at small size. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing this one. It is cool, but I'm gonna let one of you freaky reptilian, amphibian, axolotl, snake fiends do that one. Because, yeah, no. I can't do it. Well, first of all, I'm too broke. Balanosox is the pike top minnow. We can do this. Aaron is breeding them. Unfortunately, Steve, he got the last batch of Balanosox from Aaron, but it's a live bear. It's a native fish. It could eat fish that I don't want anymore. Craig says, hit the like button, please. Fine. Fine, I will. If you insist. Alright. We can do the Bolana socks. So, let me just type this out. 20-point fish. Wow. I just typed 20-0, like the letter. Yeah. That's crazy. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I'll gladly trade you those Bolana socks for some betas. Whoa, okay, hold up. Now, we might have to talk. How many Bolana socks was it again? And do you have both sexes? And wait, why do you want to get rid of them already? Why do you want to get rid of them? Only 3. Oh, did you lose one? I thought he did them for BAP. Or maybe they ate each other. I mean, like, a face only a mother could love, I believe is the term. I lost one. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay, so I think we're trying to get as many points as possible. Okay, half beaks. So I don't really want to talk about it because it's gonna make me sad. But I did have half beaks, and I have one fry for them, and I lost the parents, and the other fry got eaten. But we can do a half beak for sure. I just gotta buy one. I keep not getting them. Fish and Friends had them in before. If they get them in again, I might have to do a Fish and Friends trip and risk a lawsuit. It's a joke. I've been excited. I've been real excited to go to Fish and Friends. Like, they keep their Facebook page the best updated of any store I've ever seen as far as stock listing and stuff. And it seems like they're constantly bringing a ton of stuff. And the setup is just getting crazy. They're like expanding and got all the, water change stuff. It's new standard of store. I think it's going to be a great age for fish keeping because a lot of the newer stores popping up, I think, are doing things the right way. Let me know when you want to go. All right, I will. They're a pain in the ass. They only eat fish and shrimp. All right, we might have to trade for the Bolana socks. Hopefully you have a male and female, but if not, I can see if Aaron will give me any. Okay, 20-point fish in Anabantoids. Now, we need to complete this class anyway, so we may as well, let's just make the rest of the ones we do 20-point fish. Look, Moonlight Gourami, that's 20. Licorice Gouramis. We got some betas. So I already did beta Albemarginata. I already did that, so that's 120-point fish. Let's look up these other betas and see if they're ones. Oh. Hello. Beta Brownorum? Wow. That is... Am I just going to do all the red betta fish? Is that what's happening? I love when they show you where the bettas come from and it's like the most disgusting looking pit. Okay. Who can tell me about their temperament? I stay having blackworms. I didn't know there was a fish on the planet Earth. What do you eat? Blackworms? Even copperband butterflies. Copperband butterflies, bro. Every time you talk about, like, I feel like Steve's house is like Alice in Wonderland. Okay, the problem with the betas on this list is we might not be able to actually buy them. Like, this looks like a cool beta, but it doesn't seem like one that's around, at least right now. Okay, we're gonna have to try again. There were some cool ones in Aquabid. This guy's username was like Indian dude with the fish. I wish he'd send me all of his fish. Should looked incredible. I've just been on a no fish buy ban, so I couldn't buy it. But he has some really dope betas. It took everything in me not to just hit that buy now button. And that's the thing. Usually the good stuff on Aquabit is an auction. You gotta wait forever, and there's not that buy now. Like, I love when people do the buy now. Please. Okay, let's see. Beta Cocina. Cochina. Oh, this is the red wine beta. Yeah, it kind of looks like a worse version of the beta we just looked at, but it's still cool. I bet it's more available. I say that, but I'm gonna find out that it's not. Are wild betas really this unavailable right now? BW Aquatics. They have a few. They have a few in here, but I'm not seeing this one. Yo, what's up, Jody P? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, 20-point fish that we beta for she. Yo, what in the world? Is that Mahachanensis I saw? Where was it? Where was it? I cannot find it. Oh, on BW Aquatics maybe. Let's see, betas. Oh, they have a Cocina complex. Can we just do all betas by any chance? Bougie Bish Fish. What's up, Bougie? What's up, fish homies? Bougie says. Nothing much. We're plotting. We are plotting my path to beating Aaron for the most bat points in ACM. That's what we're plotting. And I'm trying to find all the 20-point fish I think I can do. It's gonna be a challenge, but so, some of these betas is just like worse versions of the last one we looked up. Okay, better Macrostoma. I'm not this rich. I'm gonna have to wait for Steve to breed some and then beg on my knees, pause, for him to sell me some. BW Aquatics is legit. I've ordered from them a few times. Alright. That's what I like to hear. Just for the... Is all other betas, like... Or wild... Okay, beta species not listed are 15. Okay, so I guess that, like... 15 isn't bad, so we could do, like, any of these betas, really, and be fine. I've kind of wanted to do the API beta, and I think it just got described with a Latin name too. So I had to find. Someone posted the paper in the Discord a bit ago. How many points you get for rainbows and extra points for being on the IUCN list? I know there's extra points. They have it extra. You get 5 extra points for it being a care species. I don't know that there's anything for that list, or if that's based on that or not. And for rainbows, we're gonna get to rainbows next. We're getting rainbows are coming up. Some of these anabantoids, I'll be honest, like off the Latin names, I have no idea what they are. So when I put in the title, let's look up fish, it's like I need education. So Helistoma. Helistoma refers to, okay, we're not reading the AI summary. The kissing gouramis, alright? They got these kissing lips. Yeah, that's terrifying. That is terrifying. I feel like I've seen this in real life though. Can you imagine someone just walks up to you and their lips are looking like that? I'll probably just scream. Ah! It's actually kind of happened to me before. Wait, actually, now I think about it. Oh, whoa. We get 20 points for this fish? What is this? Luciocephalus. Pause. Giant pikehead. Now this thing looks dope. I don't know why all the photos are like just of its head though. How big does it get? It's gonna tell me centimeters, and my brain hasn't accepted that yet. Let's see. Size. It says giant pikehead, so like, all right, 7.9 inches. Yeah, it's probably out of my range, but damn, bro. And this one's pretty. Pooja, I apologize. I'm outside touching grass, doing pond stuff. Oh, don't apologize for touching grass. We all need to touch a little grass. All of us. Yeah, there was a funny Reddit post in the Baltimore subreddit today, and it was this person like talk about, where do I find someone to date? Like, it's terrible in this area or whatever. And like all the hobbies I do are like inside, and the people in the hobbies that I'm in are generally hideous, is basically what they said. Tell me when I go to their profile, tell me what subreddit they're posting the most, bro. I was like, what hobbies are they in that they're complaining all of them are like everyone's ugly? I gotta know. It was r/aquariums. It was r/aquariums. Oh man. No comment. No comment. And then even worse, there was a follow-up comment that the person I think deleted because they realized how unhinged it was as far as the level of meanness. But I screenshotted it because you guys know I screenshot everything. I'm gonna show you just because they commented, always dreamt of getting swept off my feet in the LFS, which is the local fish store, but instead everyone looked like feet. Bro, everyone, I wish I would get swept off my feet, but everyone looks like feet is crazy. Like, it's crazy, bro. Oh my god. I was crying. It's funny because when we did the stream the other day, we were kind of memeing, talking about like how single people find each other in the hobby or whatever. And like this post was just so funny. It was so funny to see. But this comment was unhinged. It was a little too far. But my god. Everyone looked like feet. Yo, shout out to Horse Lover 420. Hope your luck gets better. Hope your luck gets better. Anyways, I really hope a dude didn't say swept off my feet. I mean, Horse Lover 420, the little Reddit emoji was female presenting, so maybe it wasn't a dude. But hey, I love to get swept off my feet. Lean beef patty. Bougie said, I haven't seen some of my pseudomygils eat any blackworms, which is really annoying. I thought they were the universal food. Steve said, me too, Bougie. Me too. Man, you guys, you just think everyone should just like worms. They should just all live by your rules. Oh, it's worms for dinner. You're a fish. You have to eat worms. See? This is the problem. Fish got feelings, man. Keep your black worms. Keep them. You're gonna have to work harder. Culture something exotic. But yeah, my rainbow fish have not been the best worm eaters either. Okay, 20 points is micro. I'm not even gonna try and say this anymore. I don't think we're doing it. Oh, you're not doing it. Hey fish, put this in your face. Dump in all the black worms. Just came from the LFS. Dead leeches mixed in. Half the worms white and decaying. The other half struggling to survive. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know you degenerates are. No, you're not culturing them in your hang-on breeder box. You're buying them at the store. You gave up. You gotta get like Branton. Okay, this is 20 points. And this is kind of a Very cool fish. Parasphericthis. I'm not gonna try and say it twice, but it's a kind of gourami apparently. Wow, it's like wild beta, but a wild gourami. What a crazy way to describe something. Look at what this hobby's done to me. Oh my god, it's a wild fish. Wow. Burmese mini chocolate gourami, and then like it has one spot on it that could be argued to look chocolate like. Sometimes the fish names make sense. Other times you're like, you just looked at the closest snack near you and named a fish after that. Alright. Can you actually buy these? When it comes to this kind of stuff, the actual buying of them is the problem. So, but it's cool to look up. That's part of the process. Sandelia, a species of climbing gouramis. There's a lot of species of gouramis. Okay, so then we got, and then other 20-point ones. We have some what's the word? Some licorice gouramis, I think, are those. Okay, catfish. Like, we're not gonna do catfish. I'm sorry. As far as like looking them up, there's just so many. We'll complete that class. It's gonna be fine. Cherisons. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of 20-point cherisons. What's the Infernal Tetra? Okay. Wait a second. We can do the Infernal Tetra. I have 3 fry, I think, of them. They're big enough, like, I'm pretty sure that's what they are. But I'm always paranoid. They're definitely laying eggs all the time. How many points do you need per category? So you need 600 points for Master Breeder and the completed class thing. But this is also about beating Aaron. So I'm just trying to maximize the points that I get, basically, and hopefully. See, the thing is, Aaron on his desk has, like, he has a spreadsheet. He already has his plan in place for this. Like, you think you're overdoing this? No, I'm going to get someone that has a spreadsheet and already a strategy and is doing math calculations and AI simulations on how to beat me. So, like, this is what I gotta do. It's war. Okay, so Hyphosabricon, the Tetra. I can do that. Oh man, we're not gonna look up every single one of these. What is Nanocherex? Oh, that's a cute little fish. What is Discotis? Okay. Wow, there's so many Cherisons to choose from in the 20-point category. Ooh, this might be where, we could do a hatchet fish. Wait, Neon Tetris? Are we being real right now? What's the Neon? What's Neon Tetra Latin name? Wow, Neon Tetras are 20 points? Bruh. Okay. I mean, I guess we could do it. I think I could accomplish that. I just don't know that I have any interest in it. Hemodus. It's kind of an interesting looking fish. It's got like a little red on the end of its dorsal. But as far as the 20 points go, it's not looking as fun as the 15-point ones, if I must say. Hemiodopsis? Let's see what this is. Did I just look that up? I'm living in Wow. Okay, well. Let's go to the rainbows. Wait. The Threadfin rainbow is 20 points? Alright, we're doing thread. Jesse, you have this Threadfin? This Latin name? Oh, by the way, you need to send me your address. Because I want to come through. I do want to come through. I need to figure out when I can do that, but I need the address. But if you have these Threadfins, yep, I at least need a pair. 20 points. We're doing it. Hey, Nino Mushi. What's up? My Fundula Panchaks are already starting to breed. Fantastic. Is that one of the ones that the stream sponsored? If you guys weren't there, we did a stream on $100 orders. And then later, we sponsored someone from the chat to go make their own order. And they got one of the fish from that order already starting to breed. Let's go. You getting fry yet, or you seeing some eggs? Breeding on Tetris should be a requirement for Master Breeder and LO46 and Beta Macrostoma and Elosoma. Okay. There's a significant difference in value on that list of fish. Like, that's the one thing. Which species of threadfin? It's this Erythrina werneri. Sorry, Zeno. No, you're good. You know, I'm just too scared to try and say these names out loud sometimes. So there's a Pseudomagil on here, but I don't recognize the name. It's Pseudomagil cyanodorsalis, comma, Melis. Why is there a comma? I'm gonna guess it's ugly. Damn, I was so wrong. Where's this fish? Where is this fish? This thing looks absolutely nuts. What? I want Melis so bad. Bro, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, bro? Oh my god. Forget about the points. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Wetspot says they were selling them for $9. I don't believe it. No way. Yeah, I'm guessing this fish isn't even available over here, really. God damn. This shit's gorgeous. Melis equals honey blue eye. Whoa, bougie. I have the Pseudomagil Melis if you need some eggs. Stop talking to Steve. I'm right here. No. I need the eggs. Steve's fine. He's got macrostoma. He's got carnivorous butterflies. No, he's fine. He doesn't need it. I'm trying to beat my friend in a fish breeding competition. Think about the priorities. But damn, this fish is pretty. At first I was like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like not the most pretty rainbow fish. That's why I haven't read about it. No, I'm just an idiot and very uneducated. This thing looks fantastic. Steve said, screw Nick. Bro, and your Nanochromis have fry. I ain't got nothing for my Nanochromis transvestitis. This fish behind me, the guy trying to ruin my life in the chat, also known as Big Steve's Glass Boxes. This fish behind me that was just in the tank when I took this color is Nanochromis transvestitis. He has fry from it, and it's one of the fish I want to breed the most. Bougie said, LMAO, they're amazing. So if you want some eggs, just hit me up, bro. Okay, I'm hitting you up. Do I need the email, DM, carrier pigeon? I can write a letter and send a letter. Just tell me the price. If it's a trade, if it's monetary, if I have to be in the chat on 10 different accounts every time you and Jody P stream, Whatever, just let me know. Cheryl said, "Hi guys, been lurking. You guys are hilarious tonight." What's up, Cheryl? Good evening. Good evening. Mickham says, "Good evening, Nick plus everyone." I accidentally went to the wrong thing. That a woman bred those Synodorosis. They can live in brackish as well. Depths unknown. Jason used to breed them. Get some from Jason used to breed them. Why did I say Jason? That's a way to spell Jason, right? I don't know. Get some from him. Hey, Bougie, supposed to be moving some Mbuna to reset for Corey's. Ooh. Mix says, ooh, Bougie got them too. Yeah, bro. Hey, when I first went to watch, and if you're not familiar, Bougie in the chat and Jody P live stream together on Fridays. And first of all, I keep saying I think Jody and all of her friends have great naming habits, because I thought Bougie Bishfish was already a pretty funny name, but I quickly realized when I went there that Bougie Bishfish was also an accurate name, because it was like every fish that she kept mentioning was expensive. I was like, yo, man, I thought I was into the bougie fish. I was like, this is truly someone that appreciates the bougie fish. So if you haven't seen them, that's the link to Bougie Bishfish's channel, where they stream with Jody P. But yeah, that's funny. I was like, of course Bougie has this fish, living up to the name. You know, some names choose us. Bougie joined us Discord and everyone else on there. Oh yeah, Discord. We do have a Discord that we're slowly building, and you should get in there. All right. Cheryl says Jody with 2 hearts. Everyone loves Jody P. Big Steve says, doesn't Steepy really? Anyways, doesn't Steepy have some names choose us, and some names are chosen by us? I'll leave it at that. Doesn't Steepy have Cyanodorsalis? Good to know. The hatchetfish are high value in BAP. They're on the agenda for this year. Been growing them out and should be ready. Ooh, the hatchetfish agenda. Yeah, I definitely saw a hatchetfish on there. I need to go back and check. I'm kind of surprised there's only 2 rainbows in the 20-point category. Like Melitania is 10 point. Like, I don't know. I'm mad. Rainbow should be more. So wait a second. Pseudomagil, Cyanodorsalis, and then it's comma Melis, because that's a different one. My bad. So I feel like they should just have 2 separate. I'm gonna message Chad. That should be 2 separate boxes. Don't do the comma thing. That'll confuse me. They're both cool though. They're both cool. All right. Oh, Bougie just joined in the Discord, so message me there for some Melis eggs. You too, Steve. A woman on Kelly Crowd breeds them, the Cyanodorsalis. Ooh. Mickham, is she breeding them in fresh water? Oh yeah, that's a good question to ask. Do I need brackish water for these? Let's see. Do they need brackish? Or can they just... They're known to adapt to fresh and full salt water. Alright. Oh gosh, you guys are now getting all chatty. Now I have to actually read. And I'm just plain old Jody. Whoa, hold on. First of all, you gotta say your own name right. It's Jody P. Don't forget the P. Come on, pushing P. It's Jody P. That's like saying Superman's a plain name. Like, say Superman's a plain name, then he lifts up a whole entire planet. Say, yo, I'm just plain old Jody P. I heard you constructed the pyramids the last time I streamed. Constructed the pyramids, master smith worker, barn raiser. They said Jody P raised a barn faster than an entire colony of Mennonites, and the next day smoked the Amish as well. Then pulled up to Home Depot, asked anyone if they wanted to compete. And everyone was too scared. Some more Jody P lore for you all. love to trip on fish. That's a good name. Love to trip on fish. How did that name go around? Not just Jody. Hashtag live life Loach. Love it. I've heard of Senator Salas only being successful in brackish, especially for breeding, but I don't know for sure. Okay. Now, let me go back up. Yeah. But the Melis, they're not brackish. Or are they? Man, I hate when brackish fish are actually cool. I'd rather them just be lame. Man. People are absolutely tripping on fish. Jody said, my bad. Plain old Jody motherfucking P. That's right. That's right. That's how, you can talk like that when you wake up at 3 a.m. every day. Sandals may need slow adaptation to fresh water if they've been kept brackish. She bred them in hard water with a small amount of salt, I believe. Okay, so maybe maybe it's a mineral thing. Nope, they aren't brackish. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Jesse in the chat with the clapping. How's it going? How's it going? Putu, it's Jody P, the chicken wrangler. Oh, yeah. And don't forget Plant Addict. You know, when talking about our heroes, we can't just ignore the flaws. You know, Jody has done all these things. And, you know, flaws don't actually take away. They add to the greatness of someone. Because despite their crippling live plant addiction, Jody P has still achieved this status. Despite the fact that the United States Customs had to build an additional port to accommodate all the plants coming in. And the fact that she was fined for the likely illegal plants that came in as well. Still achieved this status. Turned the life around. Attends all the meetings. So, shout out to the inspiration. Steve said, Bougie, I messaged you on Instagram as I don't have Discord. Hey, Bougie, could you do me a favor and block Big Steve? Big Steve has tried to buy fish from me before too. Let me tell you, you'll get a charge back. You'll not get your money. If you do get money, it was stolen from a Kids with Cancer charity. So you're supporting a terrible person. It's blood money. All the fish he breeds are used to eventually turn into meal to feed to his other animals, carnivorous butterflies, and even snakes. And I even heard that Steve thinks corridors are not cute. He agrees with Black Planet Tank. Jody said, don't do Home Depot, they don't have what I do. Menards for the win. What is Menards? But yeah. Do not do it. Do not do it. Okay, so it's a regional. Yeah, so, you know, just trying to warn the community about members trying to tear down and abuse nice and generous fish keepers. My Luminomus spawn in mosses or in roots of floating plants or mops? Mine as well, mine as well. Jody, I got new birds today. Sweet Jesse, what they get? Jody's the LMAO. Nino laughing in the chat. Steve said, Bushi, I just donated to kids with cancer in your name. Yo, you know, he probably got that money for that donation. He probably was embezzling. There was a lemonade stand I heard of that lives within 5 minutes of his house, and a big man came, took all the money and all the lemonade and threw it into what the kid described as a small glass container and ran off. That person also happened to have a Reptile Convention t-shirt on. And I just want everyone to know that I believe that that person was Big Steve's Glass Boxes, and that money should not be accepted by anyone that cares about morality and doing the right thing. Jody P says, don't listen to Steve as a teddy bear, just ask daddy. Is it true or not that Steve, in an act of intimidation and harassment, 3D printed, custom made a pile of feces? Yes, 3D printed feces, and sent it in the mail to someone in this very chat. Is that not true? What more do I have to say? What more do I have to say to this menace not deserving of the 20-point fish? Jesse said, I'm sorry, what? True, it's a true story. I didn't make up any of the ones I said, but that one is definitely true. Definitely true. All right? You can't believe everything you see on social media, man. Oh, I wasn't gonna name names, but Jody admitted it was, yes indeed, labeled turd fish. Wow. Wow. I'm so sorry. Jody, I'm so sorry that Big Steve, that he sent you the turd fish. It's just so rude, uncalled for. He probably got your address from an illegal yellow book, vintage. Just one more. Jesse said I have Jesse 2 or Jesse 3 or Jesse 4. There's too many people named Jesse. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have 9 different farm bird species now. Wow. Some fish just isn't enough for some people. Jody P said, but he also 3D printed a ton of axolotls just for Addy. A good criminal always covers their tracks. Steve said that guy needs to grow up. Okay, Steve, you're not that bad. Like, you're not that bad. But still, bougie beware. Okay. Cyprinids. Now this is where I think we can run it up. Botia. What's the rosy loach Latin name? Let's see if that's on there, because I think we could do those. That's the tuber. I can't say this. It's a rosy loach. You guys are gonna have to spell it out phonetically in the chat for me for this one. But I don't see it listed on here. Wait, all loaches? Just all loaches are 20 points? That's free real estate. Let's see. Does Marcel have any loaches listed? I mean, I want to do ones besides Hillstream loaches. I do want to do dwarf chain loaches. Okay, Marcel has these guys. Swellia hypsis. I'm like second guessing my words. Swellia medius. He's got those two. Yeah, I could. I do feel like trying to branch out from the hill streams. Mikim checking back on the water where the person bred the Cyanide dorsalis. Says 12 to 14 GH, and then 8.2 to 8.4 pH. 500 micro Simons. What is this measurement? A unit of electrical conductance, specifically 1/1,000,000th of a Simon. When reading a text. Pooter, you're always retracting your messages. What's going on? You being toxic? Shows I just got Rosy Loaches to breed for BAP. Hey, okay. Was it hard? Mine seemed like they're laying eggs often, but they're in a tank with other fish, and I don't know how much they also eat their own eggs, so I feel like that's a limiting factor, but I definitely been wanting to do those. But like I like doing things as passively as possible. So it's nice when some fry can just show up. I wish that could work for the Luminatus. Maybe I should just put them in an empty tank with a mop and get over it, but I hate doing that. I like it when they can be with all the moss and stuff. I'm trying that with the straws. Let's see if some stuff will come up. Anita's her name. She's a master breeder in her Chiquilli Club. Her plus her husband's webpage by searching Alpha Nita on Google. Splendid photographer. Say less. I'm putting the link to this in the chat. Oh man. Welcome to Alpha Anita's Killy page. We hope you enjoy your visit at our site and that you like to return. There'll be new pictures. Okay. This is pretty cool. Wow. I used to pray for times like this. This fish room looks phenomenal. And they got a floor plan? It should be illegal to be this thorough. 1 second. Let me make myself smaller because I just realized my big dumb head is in the way of a lot that's going on here. 1 minute. Not me realizing who Big Steve is on Discord versus YouTube channel. I've only had the Rosies a couple weeks. I did put them in their own tank with a ton of Sawasser tank. Okay, so you didn't pull fry or anything like that? Alright. I'm into it. Yeah, this is... I never would have be this thorough. That's too high of a standard. Incredible. Well, they do say the UK fish keepers are like eons ahead of us. I can believe it. Every time I see what these people are up to, it's like immaculate scientific level stuff. Oh, that's it. That's a cool looking Ephesimian here. I have the arc one. Sheesh. Yo, this is a great Mick. You're a real one. Oh, they got the lamp eyes that I want. Oh man, you know I like the lamp eyes. Bro. Can they send this to me internationally, please? Please? Oh look, they do the strawberry butter too. Wow. Wow. Really cool. Really cool. I'm in the wrong country. It's a real their kids are old and doesn't live there anymore. Very nice. Very nice. Well, they're living it up. So should we like look up? It just says all loaches, so I feel like I don't need to look this up. Okay, North American, Central American, and South American cichlids, epistogrammoids is 20. All right, I gotta figure it out. Biotodoma. Hold up. What are these ones again? I didn't know they were 20 points. Oh man, Aaron's in trouble, bro. Aaron's in trouble. No, we're gonna win this year, guys. We got to. Epistogrammoids. Blake had, yeah, I need to go to Fish and Friends. I'm also like low key trying to. I'm holding out buying fish. Like, I really should do another auction and see if there's stuff that I'm looking for already, so I can save some money. Oh, this is an awesome looking fish. Tokus. Oh, this looks very cool. Look at that. It's like a size down Anachroma splendens. This one. Biotocus operculars. My tongue feels like it's in knots today, honestly. I'm always bad, but it's bad. Can I turn and fry in Aaron's name? You goddamn bastard. That's crazy. First you send my friend a turd fish. Now you threaten to sabotage my friendly fade I'm running with Aaron via fish. Decrossus. I had terrible luck with those. What is this? Mazarina. Kind of looks hideous. Not gonna lie. Hoplarchus. Team Black planted. Yo, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Do we not have mods anymore? Can someone label Steve a person to like be wary of this individual? Consider him armed and dangerous. He will steal your fish. And by armed, I mean he's got a net. And he's not afraid to use it. Undercut you in an auction. He'll make sure your bag comes out last after everyone's lost. It'll fall behind the table. No one will find it. Everyone's halfway walked out the door. Then he'll pull it up for auction. Good thing he happens to be the auctioneer. Anyone want to bid? Oh, I got 5. Going once, going try sold. Just like that. Illegal fish robbery. Biotocus operculars was one I kept 6 or 7 years ago. A very cool and small sand type of cichlid. Oh, that's cool that you kept it. Jody P said this mod like Steve. LOL keeping him. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, this is 20 points. This is like the black line. Yo, Fisher Friends had this one too. Tainakara Candidi. Yeah. And there's a lot of cool 20-point options when it comes to cichlids. In my tanks, can you list a piscivore? I need something to eat things. Well, honestly, with the fish that you breed, the Balanosox. The Balanosox is a piscivore. They'd be a great coal eating fish for you. And they also stay at the top. But if you want to feed them blackworms, apparently, not so good. Not so good at eating those. But fish, yes. Tentacars on my list. I had a pair at one time, but didn't really try. I like wild natural discus, so beautiful. One day I'll have enough space, and then I'll start doing big fish, and then I'll be like, you know what? People that sell discus, they're not all a bunch of car salesmen. This fish is cool. I changed my mind. Okay. Can you post that name in the Discord or chat? Yes. I'll post it. Well, it's actually on the screen. It's on my 20-point fish list. But and this is the fish that Aaron has that is so ugly that we roast him for. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, that's discus. I did that. Yeah, I don't really know that many Latin names. That's what I'm discovering. What's the pike cichlid? Dwarf pike cichlid. It's like something Regina. Oregana. Yeah. Is this one on here? Okay. Wait. It's got to be bigger than 10 inches to be 20 points. If it's below 10 inches, it's not 20 points. Now it's size discriminate. We're being size queens about fish and points. So if I submit my fish and I need 20 points to beat Aaron, and they measure my pike cichlid, I work so hard to breed, they're gonna say you got to be over 10 inches to ride. I gotta talk to someone. This is crazy. How do you do how do you say, yeah, this species is 20 points only if they're above this size? I'm outraged. Absolutely outraged. Jesse says, Queens? Yes, over 10 only. Get the tank busters out of here, bro. Nanofish represent. Okay. Let's go to Old World cichlids and non-Rift Lake. Okay, non-Rift Lake. That's what I like. Chilochromis. It's not looking good. This is not looking too inspiring here. Okay, we have ETIA. Tia. It's kind of interesting. A lot of these 20-point fish, like, you're just never gonna find them. Like, some of these, I feel like they don't look good enough where they come around often. This one looks kind of cool though. Heterochromis. Oh my god, I gotta put fish after that. Heterochromis is not. Okay, here it is. Damn. They got the most beat up fish to put in the reference photo for Wikipedia. Okay, that's looking too big. It's looking a little bit too big. Lamprogus. Okay, the shell dwellers are 20? All riverine species. There's non-Rift Lake shell dwellers. Just can't win. I'm not even gonna try and say this. Schwischerchromis. Everything is chromis. This chromis is not chromin. I mean, that picture looks cool. Mikim said, size used to be super important at exhibitions over here 20 plus years ago, but who wants to buy old plus overfed fish? I'd rather buy juveniles. Yeah, I'm with you. To me, juveniles, unless like I'm like I have to breed this fish tomorrow, I prefer them. And I don't really see. I don't see them as like less, valuable. Within reason. Like obviously, no one wants to get a speck. Can't even tell what it is. Okay, the 20-point fish of the old world cichlids is not necessarily gonna be friendly to us. Now, Nanochromis is 50. Like, there's the 15 category. I'll have to come. We'll do another stream where I go through the 15s. Because the 15-point fish are definitely a lot of fish I'm going to breed. All right. We got the killifish in here. A lot of these I can't get my hands on, but maybe one day. Scarlet Baddis, I did those. So that's 20 points. Yo, who? I got a lot of Scarlet Baddis juveniles. So if anyone is like super passionate about Scarlet Baddis and is looking for a female, when I can more confidently sex more of them, I would like to spread them around some. Cause I saw this Aquabid listing the other day. Had me sick, bro. Don't tell me the auction's over. Yeah. This guy. Looks like one of his listings actually sold. 4 female red Scarlet Baddis, $150. You know what adds insult to injury too? His listing photo just shows like a tank full of Scarlet Baddis, which some of them looks like they could be females. So it's just kind of like rubbing in your face, like, damn, I got all these fish. I'm gonna charge $150 for 4 females. That's crazy. So I'm just throwing it out there. I got a decent amount of them, and I'm gonna keep reading them. So hopefully that'll continue. All right. Stingrays are 20 points. Sharks, all saltwater fish. I could just do saltwater fish and just decimate this list. Find a salt. Is there saltwater fish that are easy to breed? My friend in the club say a lot of master breeders here used to bring their largest fish to win prizes and comps, but if you're the one buying them, you ought to know they might not live more than a month. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, sunfishes. So this is the all other fish, which I feel like is probably the category that has the coolest fish in them. And it seems like the all other fish is like all of them are 20 points. Wait, Tater Dina is still a peacock gudgeon is a 20-point fish? Oh, I did that one. Banded gudgeon. I've been House of Tropicals is LFS near me. They had these. I was tempted, but it's just it's a cool fish. It's not like, I like the understated colors a lot. They just look really cool to me. They look like a space fish, like a moon vibes. Especially with their annual killies like Notho. Oh yeah, definitely I could see that. I could definitely see a big old North Notho. That's a fish you don't want to buy, an old one. Gobies. Oh, bumblebee gobies? That'd be a cool one to try. Pipefish and seahorses. Okay. Swamp eels. It just says drums after this. Shidane? Drums. Why are they called drums? They're commonly called drums or croakers in reference to the repetitive throbbing or drumming sounds they make. What the hell is a throbbing sound, bro? Some of the ways people be writing these fish descriptions, I'm like, I want to have a conversation with the person, just see what they're like, Okay, a lot of weird fish in here. Ooh, butterfly fish. Could be a cool one to try. They just look kind of ugly from anything that isn't from above. Like, I'm not, and again, I like lots of ugly fish. I'm not even like a huge, like, oh, the fish gotta like be conventionally attractive, but when I first saw butterfly fish from the side, because I'd only seen like some social media videos, something of them from above when I first heard of them, it was kind of a jump scare. I felt a little bit no pun intended, catfished. Okay, it's a lot of weird fish. Man, see, shout out to Chad for even making this list, because I don't even know how you know where to start on this. There's a lot of fish to go through. There's a lot of fish. Sculpins, that's 20 points. I don't know, the 15-point fish might be where it's at, man. As far as the stuff that... Oh, darters. Okay, I'm trying to do darters. All species of darters. Anyone bought from Jonah's Fish before? Jonah's Aquarium? I'm gonna have to get some darters from there. I think he's got them. Archopletes? I can't even speak. Sacramento perch. Yeah, it's probably not getting into my aquarium. A mono shrimp. That is something that's on my list that I wanna breed a mono shrimp before I die. So I got like 5 years. Caradina shrimp are 15. I got a couple Caradina shrimp that are, well, the tang ties I have. But you know, they said hybrids won't be accepted. Does that count? Well, then hopefully the black pintos, those fry make it, and then the crystal reds. Steve said never bought from Jonah's Aquarium personally, but never heard a bad review. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the 15-point. I could do another Elisoma species. That probably would be easy. But my Elisoma are kind of all over the place, so I don't want to risk crossing. It's probably not. We got all the Rift Lakes. Okay, let's just look at what's the 20-point Rift. Okay, that's an interesting looking fish. Benthachromis trichati. Oh, and then see, that's my thing with the Rift Lake. Some of these, the fish look cool, and the other ones, like I could believe it was almost any other of the Rift Lake fish. But these fins do look pretty unique. That is cool. I do like that. How big do they get? Six inches. It's a little big. It's no 10 inches, but okay. Bollinger chromis. Another grayish, whitish fish. It's got some yellow in some of these photos. Yeah, not feeling it. Okay, Champsochromis. Give me more of the chromis names. I can actually speak about this. I can actually read some of these. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tropheus. The small genius of, okay, small genius or small fish. Oh, that's a little bit smaller than some of these other fish. Tropheus. Well, if we do a Rift Lake, maybe let's at least make it count point wise, right? Okay, Lepidolamporogus. What is that? I thought that was like a shell dweller for a second there. Haplotaxodon. This thing looks a little interesting. That's a cichlid? It kind of looks like a tetra if you look at the right angle in some of these photos. Has an interesting fish. Man. I don't know. I feel good. I feel good. I need to finish my BAP forms. I guess I never did a seller's report from the last auction. So let me just go over my BAP entries from the last auction, and let's see, like, when I submit all my forms, how many points I got last time. Because I think I had only 25 points for this year so far. So, and Aaron already had like 100 something. I'm playing catch up a bit. That's mostly because I just haven't been to meetings for a few months. All right. 1 second. How do I get this? The best way for me to get this on the screen. Stand by. Just taking a little screenshot here so I can fit it on the stream. Wow, that error sound was loud. What about Cyprochromis leptosoma? Let me check the list. Huh. I'm not seeing Cyprochromis listed. Is that a Rift Lake cichlid? Sorry, let me turn my sound down. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one on there. Oh wait, Cyprochromis, 15 points. Cyprichromis. Maybe it's spelled differently, and that's why. But if that's the same thing, 15 would be your change, sir. So, last auction for Aquarium Club of Maryland. This is my seller's report, I guess. So, wait. This is for the June meeting, is what we want to look at. So I brought some red root floaters. I brought some Hygroesia or stata. That's that floating bamboo plant. It's been going crazy for me. It's like I had a bunch of red root floaters. I kind of pivoted on floating plants. I've been removing a bunch. And I've been using this one instead because it takes up a little less space. And it's just been growing like crazy for me. I took a bag of it to ACLC. I took like a bag of it to ACM. I traded Aaron 2 bags of it. Like, I'm supposed to bring Jesse some. I got a bunch. Rookie affiliations. All right. Oh, I bapped the rainbow cichlids. I bapped those. So let's see. How many points is that? They're a hap. They're a hap something is their Latin name. I think. That would be a Central American, I believe. Wait, I literally put the Latin name in my thing. Oh, Herotilapia multispinosa. Okay. Let me find this. Okay, there are 10 points. All right, someone count for me. I'm going to try and count in my head, but okay, 10 points, rainbow cichlids. Okay, I did the Japan blue double sword endlers, or maybe they're guppies, but whatever. I think Chris sold them as endlers. That's why I put that. That's probably like nothing. Yeah, 5 points. Okay, so that's 15. I bapped Tylomelania gymifera. Who knows what fish that is? Or aquatic bean. Anyone? You have 10 seconds until I'm about to look it up. But if you know off the Latin name, good for you, because I barely remembered what that was. But that is rabbit snails. So I bapped some rabbit snails. It's hard to tell how many of those I have because I just like see the younger ones popping up and like they're never all in the same place at the same time. So it's hard to be like, yeah, I have this many of these, this many of those, because they're kind of all over the place. All right. Oh wait, how many points are they? That's what I was looking for. That'd be an inverts. So we're at 15 and 10 points. Okay, so 25 points. Least killifish. Alright, that's up here in live bearers. And that's Heterandia formosa. That's 5 points or 30 points. All the low point fish this time. Okay, we got the super red Versilnose plecos, catfish. We need it. We need it. We got enough live bearers. Come on. Different class. Mickam says leptosomas are awesome fish. Did I look those up? I thought I did. Oh yeah, that does look pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. I was at 30 points, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, then I did Trichopsis plumilla. That is the sparkling gourami. So we got an adabantoid in there. I think I've done 2 adabantoids. So we need 4 more. 2 adabantoids, and I think that they are 15 points, I believe. So 45 points. I did a golden mystery snails about those. That's probably 5. We did the Beta album marginata, and those are 20, so we're at 60 points. But they're also care species. That's 5 extra points. So that's 65 points. I did a pair of Elosoma Gilberti, but that's not a BAP entry. I've already BAP those. I should do my second gen for that though. So hey, next time I go to ACM, I'll probably bring 4 Elosoma Gilberti. Tatardina silicata. I didn't BAP those. I should second gen them though, but that's the peacock gudgeon. Oh, then I brought Procatopus similis redtail. It's like one of the few fish I'm actually having any amount of success making more of right now. It feels like very cool killifish. Lampi killifish, a little bit bigger. To me, they're kind of like rainbow fish. Very pretty. And I think I got a great way to breed them, honestly. I just need to focus in on actually making more. Jorge said, hey, only people I know that use incognito are people looking at adult sites. Man, oh man. Why bother with incognito? They're tracking us anyway. Well, in some states now, to look at adult sites, you need to have you need to upload your license and stuff or something crazy. You know, if anyone does that, you are dumb as hell. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, I'm not uploading my license to it. Anyways, what's up, Jorge? Yeah, how is your name Jorge? And you're talking to me like I'm up to something mischievous. You're over there on. You got a podcast called The Plug. There's an adult podcast called Plug Talk. You think I didn't notice the tie-in? There's a coincidence? Yeah. Yeah, you're a dirty old man trying to sling rocks from a glass house. Talk about Florina's a real fish keeper. Or something crazy like you don't know every step. What do I know every step of? Oh, the uploading. I'm not in one of those states, Steve. I don't need to know the steps. Wish I got those lamp eyes. Well, Steve, you'll be able to get the. I have the lamp eyes, man. I even do some eggs. Nick, why do you know about Plug Talk? Because I am a hip hop media consumption fan, and one of the hosts of Plug Talk is also the owner of No Jumper, which I am aware of and occasionally consume content from, which is why I know what Plug Talk is. Nice try. Mexicali Fish Keeper said, yeah, I got that one wrong. Oh, okay. Hey. That was a fun conversation. It's interesting. You've come around. You've come around. Maybe we've switched sides. Maybe I think, you know what? They were right. Wait, I was at 60 points, right? Okay. Procatopus, how much are those? The Procatopus, the thing is, I'm really bad at doing the stuff to make Fry not get eaten or etc. 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 So like I'm not getting as many as I could be. So like one thing I can say is if anyone ever wants to trade for eggs of them, I'd have to figure out if shipping how to do that in a good way, but I generally always have access to eggs of them. I can't say that. I have another species of them growing up. Hopefully I'll be able to have success with those. Okay, the Procatopus is 15 points, so it's 75 points. Oh, then I bapped the Aphysimian Hera. Really excited that I got more of these because I had them for so long and didn't have Fry from them. So with Achilles, it's like if you don't start making more of them, it's like one's going to jump out of the tank or something. You're going to lose them, and then you're going to want to jump yourself. But really pretty fish. Aphysimian Hera. Hera after the Greek goddess because they're the prettiest female killifish. Look at that. Look at that yellow. Really nice fish. Okay. We're at 75. And the Aphysimian apparently is only 10 points. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But it is what it is, so we're at 85 points. 85 points, and then I bapped the Scarlet Baddis. That's 20 points. So that's 105. And then the Pseudomygale Luminatus, that I bapped those, and they were, I thought they were on the Charis list, but I can't tell if they're really a Charis species, so I might have done my math wrong, but we're 105. The Pseudomygale Luminatus is, where's the rainbow fish? Where's the rainbow fish? Okay. Pseudomygale's 15 points, so at the very worst, we're at 120 right now. And that's all I bat, man. I didn't see. You can tell unsuccessful. I wanted to bring so many more fish to this to bat. Like, I don't even want to talk about my own fish keeping right now. It's been, I'm so incompetent, bro. I'm just so incompetent. Okay, 120 points. So we're making good progress. We're making good progress. Let me look at what the last standings was for BAP real quick. So the ACM, they do the Finquirer as their monthly newsletter. Very cute. And we'll look at the standings real quick, so we can see how much work that we have to do. So this is the June standings. So this doesn't have the points from what we just read. But this month, Chad gave a great talk on Zephosphorus. Really great talk. But these were the BAP standings for June. So we got Valerie at 160 points, Aaron at 130 points, Mandy at 55, and then me at 25. Now, I just did 120, so that puts us at 145, which would put us right above Aaron, but he might have bapped some stuff in that auction too. Now, here's the thing. Take note at what's contributing to the points, right? So you see species, articles, and cares. So it's showing how many care species, so that's extra points. But articles, you can write just 250 words about how you bred the fish, and you get 5 points. Now, you'll notice Aaron and Valerie have both written over 5 articles. I have written 0. So I want to, at some point, write articles, but also I want to get my points from fish. You know, sometimes the articles, it just feels a little, it feels like a little bit of a a cheat. You know, let's sit here, just write 250 words. Bro, are you serious? That's it? 250 words? It'll take me 5 minutes. Look, I'm gonna do the typing test again. Come on. Like, this is all I gotta do to get my 5 points? I just feel like it's cheating, you know? And I don't think there's enough requirements for what you have to actually include inside the report. Like, there should be like a photo. I'm just saying, if you're gonna give them points for that, I don't want to engage in this kind of cheap tactics. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind. The more species we breed, the more articles we could write. So you can kind of just take, if we're ever behind, you can just take the amount of articles to species and then multiply that by 5, and that's like the amount of points we could make up at any time if we have to. So I kind of like having that in the back pocket of, like, if I'm really desperate, as my enemies all struggle writing by pencil and then transcribing to the computer 250 words to beat us, the Icebot agenda. Look at that, 105 words in a minute. 3 minutes. We can catch up at any time. And I was talking when I did that. Jesse said, always tried to show off. Look, you gotta be happy about the few things you can do, okay? Come on. I gotta give myself something. I have so little. Mexicali Fishkeeper said, careful with what you criticize. They'll put you back in fish jail, Nick. Oh my gosh, bro. These people got too much social anxiety to put me in fish jail. They can't confront me besides behind the keyboard. In fact, I think fish jail, I don't think there's anyone in fish jail. Some people should be in fish jail. Oh my gosh. You know, some people say I'm a troublemaker. You should really watch Mexicali Fishkeeper, man. And the conversations going on over there. Let me put the link to the channel in the chat real quick. But Jorge is probably the hardest working fish keeping podcast interviewer. I don't know if there's anyone that's interviewed as many people as he has, at least in this short period of time. And you go, you'll see exactly what I mean. You go to his page. He's got 2 interviews scheduled already, days in advance. Justin Turner, Stan Pittman. He did Any Fish Will Do 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. Dio Aquatics, Brenton's Fish, Gill's Fish Room, Sleeper BBQ, Go With The Flow, Fish Nerds, Brighton Lightcap, Joy Fish Keeping, Prodigal Aquarius, Fishcapades, Out in Aquatics, and this to the Aquarium, Aquatic Provisions, CEO and founder, and all of that was on there. Adelina Moffat, Salient, Alien, and Me, Jane, and Aquatics, Discus North, Wish List, Smokey the Fish Girl, Cheryl, Just One More Fish, Jody P. In my takes? Oh, Jody P, you were right after me. See? 2 bangers. 2 bangers in a row. Natural Aquariums. This is all within the last 4 months, so definitely just shouting out. It says I'm not subscribed to him because I'm an incognito. Okay? Can you guys stop? Every single time they say, you're not even subscribed. Come on, bro. Come on. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. It just says you are you are a troublemaker. Come on. I never answered you. Nice. Yes, I believe I have Erythrania werneri, the threadfin rainbows. Perfect. I'm making the trip. I secured someone to help me film that, I think, and drive me there. So Jorge said, I thought we were friends. We are. I'm subscribed. You know I'm subscribed. Come on. Yeah. So, Mexicali Fish Keeper, man. I forget what I was even saying before that. He's the #1 troublemaker. Now that Skeptical's gone, man. It's just you and me, Jorge. You and me and Branton. Where are all the troublemaking fish keepers at? Come on. Let's go to jail. It's time to do a bid. What are the care species? Because that's another thing. Care species. Because even if a fish isn't 20 points, if we get the extra 5 points for them being care species, it is 20 points after all. Mexicali said, "Why did you run?" I did not run him off, bro. He probably didn't even see that video, that live. It's fine. It's fine. I hope that Skeptical's doing all right. I actually sent him an email when I saw that his account was hacked, because I was like, wow, that's actually sucks. I did send him an email, but I never got a response. So, because he had made a post, so I was like, oh, maybe he got back into his account or something. But he's still gone. But I did send him an email. I said, hey, Skeptical, I've been writing, but you still ain't calling. Like I'm staying for it, dude. I said, just reaching out to say I saw you got your channel hacked. I know we haven't gotten along, and I haven't been a big fan of your content, but it's disturbing to see that someone is targeting your channel. Do you know if this was something malicious that was a reaction to a video made, or just a random hack? ? At the end of the day, we're all sharing our opinions. I hope that no one is hacking you over that. Either way, having all your videos deleted is an absolutely horrible thing to go through. Let me know if there's anything I could do to help, whether spreading the word about whatever's going on, or if you want to do some kind of collaboration. I'm sorry that you're experiencing this. Sincerely, in my tanks. I tried. Hopefully he gets it back in his account. I do find it really, like, strange that an account that relatively small would get smoked like that. So, like, if he did get hacked, I do feel like it's probably someone he made a bunch of videos about, like a Father Fish fan or something. Mexicali said 86 bangers in a row. Yep. Okay. Jesse said, Jesse 2 said, you're right, Jorge, your lives are one of my favorites. They're bangers. The only thing with Jorge's live, honestly, he's actually schedules his, so he's way better than me. But even though he schedules them, they still are at all sorts of random times, which I know is partly because of your work schedule, which is kind of the same for me. I don't schedule my videos. I just go live randomly, and then my mods get mad at me. Jorge said the cult got to him. Yeah, you know what's funny is, like, so everything is in cycles, right? We've talked about this. If you search up Father Fish, and let's just do the last month, okay? Look at what the top stuff is. So, why I changed my tanks and quit supporting Father Fish. If you want me to do a reaction to this video, I can skip through because I've watched it. I do have an opinion. But you guys are always trying to get me to crash out. My tank is dying. Why Father Fish is wrong. Sounds like why you were wrong. But could Discus survive in a Father Fish tank? How not to fail? Okay, Father Fish, he made it on here at least once or twice. Okay, went on this thing. But anyways, the point I'm saying is people are starting to use this turning against Father Fish thing for some cheap views right now, because Father Fish he's fallen off. So now when he was popular, they're all like, oh, we're not gonna say anything about Father Fish and the horrible advice and information he's providing. Now it's not like he doesn't Father Fish doesn't get any views, but like compared to when he was really going crazy, like a year ago, like look, 600, which I didn't realize he blew up so relatively recently. Like you go back a year, 2 years ago, you're seeing 140K, 120K, like it's like 100,000 every few videos. Like the average is much higher, 600,000. There's a million one somewhere down there. You know, now it's not as many. Like, got 4 videos in a row under 5,000. Okay, 5 under 5,000. You got this one randomly. Okay, this is 64. Then you got 12K, 19K. It's back 4,000, 10,000, 6,000. Like, there's no 100,000 videos in sight. So, you know, trends and stuff happen in cycles. It seems like the Father Fish Tank trend. It's impressive how Father Fish Tanks became such a, like, you know, everyone always says, it's a Wallstead tank. Whatever. It became like a thing so quickly. And it feels like it's reversing just as quickly. What's up, Armadillo Lizard? Mexicali said, are those actual views? I mean, I wouldn't doubt whether or not they're actual views, but my point is that hating on Father Fish is socially acceptable and popular now, it seems. The pivot has begun. I just think that I can't respect it. Father Fish was controversial when I started fish tanks like 10 years ago. Yeah. He's been posting videos for a long time. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's been, him and Fishery, like, had a podcast or something they did with each other. Like, he's been around doing fish content. Like, if you scroll on his channel, he's been doing fish content for a really long time. But, like, the last 2 years, it's definitely been skyrocketing. He was just seeing his boomer energy until recently. Yeah, I think he just hit on the thing that worked. He whatever video it was, he hit on something that really worked and figured out what he could do to kind of like keep it going, and do that whole like grandfather energy thing that people like and talk about, nature and a bathtub full of water and all sorts of stuff. But the reason I can't respect, to some degree, people that are now like, yeah, Father Fish, you know what, maybe his advice is bad. It's like, you had all the information to come to the conclusion before. He was just too lit. You were just like, the thing about this guy's video that I thought was interesting, and I gotta go feed Ada. Like last year or so, it seems like he's been villainized for not much reason. What's up, Bob? I'm so surprised emoji badge no more. He's just an old weird dude that likes fish, like we will become. I mean,
the dirt that I.
The Father Fish thing, like, I don't even want to get into hating on Father Fish now because, like, I just feel like people are moving on, and the any issue I had with him and the information, it seems like it's kind of solving itself, you know. But this video, the guy's basically talking about, he doesn't necessarily trash Father Fish, but like how he felt like some information maybe wasn't the best. But like one thing he says in it that really caught my attention is, it takes a cat food app for you to remember to feed Ada. No, Ada's right here next to me. That's why I remember. Ada, well, my filter's on. Ada's here. Ada, say hi. Ada's here. Ada in the building. But he was like, Father Fish isn't even the reason I started doing dirted tanks or whatever. I was just like, I just feel like all the people that have now changed their minds, like, they had all the information they needed, you know? Like, he's been saying the same shit for a while now. And I feel like it's now convenient. So we'll keep seeing people put Father Fish in their video titles for a while, as this continues. But you won't see me put Father Fish in a title. You won't. It's an interesting thing, though, because he does live.
Welcome to.
Did at some point, and I didn't even realize that. So he's in the same state as me. But I think one of the appeal is, you know, the grandfatherly thing, the nature stuff, and I think it's just approachable. I just think it's easily approachable. It's kind of like, when I watch his videos, it's kind of like the kind of thing that I feel like would show up on Facebook, and I kind of feel like Father Fish fans kind of give me Facebook energy.
I have one.
besides his Discord, which
that is
apparently like had
now
a Nazi problem at one
24
point.
years
I don't know what's
old,
going on with that.
and
That's another thing.
still going
I didn't watch
strong.
any of the skeptical
So we
videos
invite
on
you
him
to
because
join us. Take
I
a
live in
look
Maryland,
at this.
so I've
give
heard
it
plenty
a
about
try.
Father Fish, but it's just like there's just a lot going on there. I'll let someone else do the I'll let other people do the content on that. But you know, people don't need to wait this long to share their opinions. The incognito homepage is crazy. At least it's showing me fish stuff. Every fish tank in my
That's
in my home.
Islands above the scale. Here's my hand, and they're little tiny things.
The shell dwellers,
But,
man, they're
if
following
I
me
put my
everywhere.
whole bunch of
All right. How are we feeling? Good? Good stream? I feel like this has been a good stream. This feels like we got a plan here. I feel like we got a plan here. A lot of the betas are Kara species. So I think we'll be doing a lot of these wild betas. Be a strategy. He's nice and approachable during his videos, but belittles his viewers in comments or refuses to answer questions and is told they're idiots for not watching all his videos. Yeah. And you know what? Part of my problem is I've tried to be like, I want to have an opinion on Father Fish, like, more. And like I definitely watched a video and like wrote down a bunch of things that was like either wrong information or presented in a way that was like so careless that people would almost certainly end up doing something potentially harmful to the fish. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things like that where it's kind of like, okay, I get it reminds you of your grandpa, but like maybe your grandpa that gets like super angry randomly, like, I don't know. It's like content. So like no one ever wants to talk about personal stuff with content, but there's a lot of questionable stuff. Like he had a fish store shut down. I forget the reason. The reason wasn't because it was run so well. It wasn't like it was shut down. I believe. I can't get behind someone like that, regardless of how I feel about his videos and the cult like following. Yeah, I mean, I respect them. I respect that. My problem is like when he's like watch my videos, or like if I want to have an opinion on him, I gotta watch his videos, and like his videos aren't the kind of videos that's the problem with me and giving this topic a real chance, like, so I can have an
Questions, Father
opinion,
Fish.
you know.
It's possible.
And also, if we're
contains
talking
a
about
certain amount of
like
biological,
just like
and you don't
off
want
a
to change
casual
it. You
looking,
don't.
it's kind of like
Yeah, water does.
this. He really relies on like the Discord and these younger people and stuff. Like he uses a lot of the Discord as like stock footage and stuff in here. I'm like, at some point, like he's kind of older, so it's just gonna be like this old dude that's being puppeted around by
Not
like
go
all
back.
these Discord
Adam
kids
was
or
not a
something.
lot
Like,
of plant life. That
come on,
can
Father
to keep
Fish,
it
like,
clear.
can you talk about letting nature do the work again? We gotta post this month, man.
Yeah.
A classic Father Fish rant about big box stores, YouTube jail, and snobs in the
hello?
hobby.
Jump right on in. You're it, Father Fish.
I
We're
left
cooking.
Venice 2.5 years ago.
Absolutely cooking.
June of
1 second. Let me make sure my output. Well, people call this is the real controversy in fish keeping that I've been looking for. Come on. Who are the snobs in the hobby?
I guess
You better name them.
21,
I hate when
22,
people
June of
complain about
22.
Other creators.
Came up, my brother had found a
But you all know what they're
little
talking about.
cottage
Like, just say
for
their
me,
name.
which I'm still living in. And Brenda, my niece,
Okay,
began
I'm gonna have to skip around.
helping
1
me
second.
out. She was cooking for me
1
for a while.
second.
Discord, their YouTube, and as support for all of these
Is
activities.
there like a 5
So
times
we become quite an organization. I think currently there are 8 people on payroll, spread all
Wow.
over the world. We have a person
8
in Sri
people
Lanka
on
who
payroll
does the
spread
video
all
editing,
over the world.
another person in Denmark who
So he's got someone in Sri Lanka video editing. So it is kind of like what I said. Like these
and a
Discord
premium.
people are like, okay.
that you can order. You'll be able to order them through our
That
Shopify
Mexicali
store.
fish people said that Mexicali guy's a real
That'll be
snob.
available as well.
Yeah,
So
just
as you can,
all of his
as you can
tanks.
hear,
He insists on all of his tanks looking beautiful and being perfectly balanced.
so
It's
that
really annoying.
moving right along. Now, I'm doing the typical Father Fish thing, or Lou Foxwell thing, I should say, of spending every penny I get. trying to build the organization and get as many people on. Back when
Okay.
began when our landlord, because we kept flooding
Oh wait.
the first fish store.
Okay.
Really, even
He's
before
gonna
that,
talk
but
about why the
that
first
was
fish
in
store
about
was shut down.
2010. Opened the store over on Route 40.
2010.
We got kicked out of by our landlord because we kept flooding the place.
Yo. Okay. So the first store they got kicked out of because they kept flooding the place. I mean, it's a very simple story and totally makes sense. Yeah, fair enough.
40.
Fair
We
enough.
got kicked out of by our landlord because we kept flooding the place.
Kept flooding his building and got kicked out.
We were offered the
kinda
wonderful
makes
building
sense.
on Venice Avenue, which we put the magnificent mural on, and I think we have
Not really big into committing
Oh
to
my god, I gotta add again. Can Incognito just not get ads, bro?
direction of
I
doing
asked for
something
so little.
that I had always had my heart on. Like so many of you, I got involved.
I just want to hear about the
We don't spend
snobs.
our lives with bills, and so we really don't experience that very directly and don't really understand its impact
Oh my
unless they are
god,
excited.
bro.
You don't go out, oh my God, I've got to buy a fish tank because my kid's got to have a tank. I hate this. I hate it. I hate the tank. I hate
What?
into it in the
Okay,
first
one
place.
second.
So as a result, most of the people who try to keep an aquarium fail. And
Oh, I think I saw this.
so
We were talking about
stumbled
planned
upon
failure
founders
for
of
money.
enormous
I kind of
working
like.
on this.
I think there's
For instance,
something to that.
They were open systems, sitting out in the open,
I
and they
think
were alive.
that's why I think there's so many like. Now, a lot of companies are like, okay, might become more successful at keeping fish alive, so like we got to plan for that financially. Like maybe there'll be, and we're seeing all these like very fancy, healthy probiotic fish foods and stuff like that. Like I think that's really what's behind the fish foods and things like they need things for you to buy in a world where your fish actually lives a while, and which is actually a good thing for everyone. Thank God, finally some effort put into making the best foods. Right, competition is great, but love to trip on fish says, aren't everyone here fish snobs? I mean,
coral and fish.
yeah,
And it was
probably.
amazing. And he did it all by bringing
Probably.
natural products. A coral I call aquacredit. Aquacredit is my contribution to the cause of creating a substrate that does not deplete
Aquacredit.
of its resources.
A substrate that does not deplete of its I've heard people complain about Father Fish having some kind of like snake oil thing he's selling.
Every imaginable coral, they develop what they call miracle mud, which I call aquacredit. Aquacredit is my
Is that what
contribution
aquacredit
to the
is?
cause of creating a substrate that does not deplete of
A
its
substrate that doesn't
resources.
deplete of its resources.
So that was one of the
kinda
first
sounds
things
like
that
cat
developed
to me,
when we
but
hit Venice Avenue.
I'm not
We
very
began putting
knowledgeable
that
about
together.
that kind
And we
of
started
thing.
doing dirted tanks, deep dirted tanks and it allows
I
us
just wanna hear about the fish
1,900
snobs.
and about 46 videos. Almost 2,000 videos that I published over the last 5 years. And 50,000
Man,
with
no wonder
YouTube.
this.
They have cut and cut
I'm
and
surprised
cut and cut.
this
The
wasn't
amount of
one
money
of
that
those other
they
ones
created,
below 5K.
it is now
This guy's
substantially less
he's
than
ranting.
1% of the gross income that they cut and cut. The amount of money that they pay creators.
Okay,
And we are
whoa.
making of 300,000. We just broke
Okay,
300,000
300,000.
subscribers.
Yeah.
And we are
Congrats.
making on YouTube about 10% of what we were making when we had 50,000.
Wow, he said they're at 300,000 and they're making 10% of what they had at 50,000. I just want to know okay. So what are you making now? Bob Bravo says I'm a pleco snob. So like, which plecos do you think are like? That's a poverty pleco, plebeian, terrible. And what are the good ones? Because I want to avoid Bob being a snob to me. I don't want to make a mistake.
They have cut and cut
A
and
faux
cut
pas.
and cut and cut. The amount of money that they pay creators, it is now substantially less than 1% now in the court system.
Another person
for
complaining
their
about how much money.
monolithic video.
I get it. It sucks when you make less from something you rely on, and Spotify, all these people pay you less and less and less and less, but it's also kind of hard, like, for me to be like, listen to someone complain about making less when they're making money making YouTube videos and they have 8 people on payroll to support their YouTube fish career. It's like, this is some real first world problems. I mean, if he's making 10% of 50,000,
Welcome to
I have a decent idea of what he could make. He has so many videos. He's getting a lot of views. Social Blade Father Fish. Let's see. How many views is he getting? Yeah. This is crazy, bro. He's getting a lot of views per month. Let me see if I can actually read. Read. Monthly gain subscribers. Wow. This is the wrong Fatherfish. Okay, I need a link.
Welcome to
We're gonna
Fatherfish.
estimate Fatherfish's YouTube earnings. 1 second. Social Blade. Let's see. Let's do this guy, Fatherfish. Okay. 3,000 subscribers for the last 30 days. Okay, 650,000 views for the last 30 days. Social Blaze estimating 163 to 2.6k monthly earnings. That's not even close to accurate. As far as the 163, I don't know. And his pay per view or whatever, it had to be so low, like for 652,000 views a month. Come on, bro. And that doesn't even count. Like, doesn't he live stream? Like, that's another thing. Is like, you might look at the live streams like 1,900. A lot of people make a decent amount of their YouTube income from live streams and donations, and I feel like he's got a cult following. So, and he's got a store. So, SVC night, gotta go. Head out. See y'all in the next stream. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Take it easy. Okay. Well, anyways, I haven't actually gone to calculate views per day and the CPM. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Those are projecting 10,000 a year. I have a hard time seeing that, but where is my super suit? So the Fatherfish store, what is the substrate? That's what I want to know. That's my last thing. Does he sell stuff online? Okay, botanical bag. I would expect more botanicals. I'm kind of disappointed. There's one botanical here. Bro. Come on. Your Fatherfish. Ooh, I do like the Seacom nets. I do like the nets. I do. Okay. Sponsor. Do I have to buy this substrate in person? Is that what's going on? Oh, Aqua Preta soil. My understanding is quite the overhead. A skill issue. Okay. Fatherfish Aqua Preta supplement. Supercharge your substrate the natural way. Okay. He's got for 25 gallon, for 50 gallon, deep substrate formula, $80. Well, I mean, honestly, if you're doing deep substrate and it's actually deep and enough for 50 gallon, $80, like, probably about, you know, typical fish substrates, it could be around that much. So, oh, this ingredients is interesting. So, I'm just curious if anyone in the chat more educated to me could tell me about the Magic Dirt ingredients, like the Poo2s, all these people out there that like to read. So, humus from peat moss provides CO2, makes the substrate less dense, prevents roots from burning from too dense nutrients, binds GH, and softens the water. Okay. Dirt so good you could eat it. Unfertilized rich soil. Bioinoculant. Parentheses. Beneficial microorganisms. Even spread of nutrients. Worm castings. compost. Fermented cow manure provides humus and a variety of nutrients. Someone once said that like it's just like dirt from his backyard or something, and I couldn't tell if they're being serious. But so far from this list, kind of seems like it. Well, biochar. Primary carbon supply. Balances carbon and nitrogen ratios, making the substrate suitable for plant roots and fish. Yeah, we got the diatomaceous earth. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oxygen exchange in the substrate. Okay. I don't know if that one's necessary. Also, I just feel like every other one is like it makes space in the substrate or something like that. Like, almost anything would do that. But okay. Limestone buffers. Okay. Do I want that? I don't know. A shovel full of loam from the Los Hills would be better. Hey, if Jody P said it, I believe it. I believe it. I mean, I don't know too much about dirt and growing things in it. So, I'm going to have to take some of your guys' word for this one. Blood meal. Primarily nitrogen supply, but also some phosphate, complex iron, and ash. These descriptions are so casual yet so technical at the same time. Blood meal. So wait, this is like an existing product that people buy. Also, I want to know the ratios, because like it could be like a sprinkle of whatever any of these ingredients, and they're like, I want to know the ratio. Bone meal, main source of organic phosphate, but also calcium in the form of hydroxyapatite, which dissolves slowly when pH in the tank dips low enough, releasing a mixture of phosphate and calcium. Yeah, there's too much going on. See, this is why I like just boring old neutral substrates that don't have all this crap. I don't know, random stuff releasing here and there. All the ingredients are typical stuff you find in high quality pine soils these days. Fish waste probably provides enough micronutrients, though you don't need all the fancy stuff. I don't want to buy fancy substrates, so I'm just going to agree with you out of my own personal interest. A farmer uses chicken poop for his soil. We told him we can bring him fish poop filled water. Yeah. I want to use cow manure if I already have fish manure. But think about it. A cow pie sounds a lot more appealing than fish manure, fish poop, whatever. You guys be like, cow pie. Now we're cooking and growing. Worm casting or mushroom compost would be equally as ideal. Hey, there's worm castings in here. Hold up. This has got a little bit of extra magic in nature. Bone meal. Okay, calcium. Clay powder. Explanation? Clay minerals. Ferrous sulfate. Bioavailable iron. Very cool. Bat guano. Primarily, how much shit do we need in here? Literally. Primarily nitrogen, but also a moderate degree of phosphate. Everything's phosphate in this bitch. And small amounts of potassium. I want big amounts of potassium. He's starting to make me mad. Clay powder equals cat litter. No, wait. Oh my god, bro, you're right. You're right. Oh man. Oh man, bro. Maybe there's cat manure in there, or used cat litter. Then the description would be ammonia source. Ammonia source and phosphates. Yo, let me look up what phosphate is again. The solid phosphoric acid is crucial for many biological processes, including its common food additive. Okay. What contains phosphate? I want the full exhaustive list. Okay, pretty much everything. Got it. Okay. Myocersal fungi. Fungi specialize at decomposing organic matter in the substrate and engaging in symbiosis. Wow. Let's look up that word, symbiosis. Symbiosis refers to a close and long-term interaction between two different species where at least one species benefits. These interactions can be beneficial for both organisms, which is also known as mutualism. Beneficial for one and neutral for the other, communalism, or beneficial for one and harmful for the other, parasitism. Wow, Fatherfish is really educating us. I'm composting chicken shit because I need something to do with it. Literally chicken shit. Oh, Bob, Bravo, you have chickens? Certified I do. Bob, do I need to say it? All roads lead to chickens, man. That's crazy. Engaging in symbiosis with the roots of the plants. Epsom salt for magnesium. I've got Epsom salt. I've used that. You can use it for bloating. Baking soda. I got baking soda. Carbonates. I just feel like they got uninspired by the end of this list. What happened to the whole like oxygen exchange and symbiote? Like, I want some more word. What? Come on, fluff it up. It's just baking soda, carbonates. Like, just tell me carbonates that slowly oxidize and formulate throughout the water column in osmosis for the pleasure and prosperity of all organic organisms inside of the ecosphere. Hold up. We have 12 chickens right now. The coop and run would allow us to have 16 with room for them to be happy. Oh, very nice. Bob Bravo, I find chickens cute. Not gonna lie, do you eat the eggs? Man, chickens cute. Those things are psychopaths. Chickens scare me, bro. They scare me. Not gonna lie. And then after all this, we have phosphate. Bro, you're adding straight phosphate to this? I thought we already had that in this other stuff. Let's see. Do we already have phosphate? Okay, there's some in the blood meal. There's some in the bone meal. Wait, the bone meal says it's the main source of organic phosphate. So is this phosphate the inorganic phosphate? Hold up. Alert, alert. I got questions. For an all-natural supply of potassium K and to avoid using liquid fertilizers. Yo, did he say avoid using liquid fertilizers? Bro. This substrate is not getting the Corey seal of approval. You see this face on this magic feed? No, you don't. Does not approve. No liquid fertilizers. Nothing easy in the tank. Nothing like a easy potassium in liquid form. Now I gotta be honest, bro. Off topic, because I don't even use fertilizers, but this gotta be the biggest downgrade of all time. The biggest downgrade of all time. First of all, the green cap and the yellow looks horrendous. Just on aesthetic front. But going from the pump to the cap, how you were right there. You were so close. So close. The pump is so much better. And I know it's, oh, it got crusty and stuff, bro. I got an old Easy Green bottle. It's not that bad. It clogs up a lot less than your air collars, my friend. You just killed me. I'm a lazy person. I don't want to unscrew it. I'm going to spill it everywhere. I'm clumsy. I'm going to be tempted to keep the cap because it got measurements on it, and I keep losing all my other things with measurements on it. Look, I like to complain about things that don't matter. Father Fish, you helped trigger me once again. The last time was this phosphate that I'm not sure if it's organic or not. Because my main source of organic phosphate is the bone meal. Now you're adding this other phosphate. And I feel like it's inferred that it's inorganic. Or else why the hell is it on here? Also, I guess the soil isn't giving everything that you need to be successful. Since it's talking about potassium supplements. It's saying like, yeah, you know how other people make liquid fertilizers for you to easily put potassium in your tank? Fuck that. Don't buy it. Don't give them the money. Hold up. Don't give them the money. Fuck that. Save that money. You need my Father Fish success soil. $80 for your 50 gallon. You can't be buying easy potassium. I know you're gonna buy the bigger bottle. It's probably like $20 after shipping or something. No. Just feed your fish some spinach. Wow. That is the only option provided. Spinach. Spinach is very rich in potassium and low in sugars, about 4%. That's. I find it weird that they took the time to like specifically avoid using liquid fertilizers, and then the only solution for potassium they provide is like feed spinach to your fish. But like, I feel like a lot of my fish wouldn't eat spinach. First of all, I don't know. It feels like shade. Him and Corey they gotta have beef, bro. They got to. If they don't, they should. Okay. Complete success soil. I feel like anytime someone sells me something that says like success or anything that like implies that, yo, this is going to be the easiest thing ever, like you're guaranteed to do well, I feel skeptical. Quails are cute though. Quails are cute. I agree. Quails are cute. You forgot to use ChatGPT for the last ingredient. You think you know they use ChatGPT? Discord people gotta do that. Me too, Bob. My chickens are sweet, Nick. Not scary at all. If you say so. I saw some chickens the other day. Man. They looked at me like I was gonna be next. We eat the eggs on a daily basis. I've bought eggs since October last year. Much better than store-bought. Yeah, I do hear. I've had. Well, our neighbors sometimes give us eggs. And they're good. I'm really bad at remembering to fertilize. Yeah, it's been a year. It's been like a year. My button quail are way cuter than a house bird. Yo, house bird is so crazy. Look at this little button quail. That is a little cute little bird. My giant philodendron needs it like SpongeBob needs water. Corey will probably buy Father Fish dirt, add rabbit turds, and call it Super Magic Plant, grow soil in a green bag. I want there to be an easy magic product, like easy magic feed. Like I just combine it. We're doing this magic thing. Like you got the easy stuff. Just put it together. Easy magic. In fact, whatever that product is, don't even give it another name. Easy magic. That's catchy. That's catchy. That's catchy. Yo, I just gave the fish some of that easy magic. Shit. Yeah. Found 50 fried the next day. Immediately. Time for you to buy Easy Pipette. Yo, that actually sounds fire. As long as I don't got no green on it. I like green, but once everything starts getting green, like the first time you have a green thing, and also the green sponge filters against the black background is a problem for me. So I'm glad they did the black ones, because it actually blends in way better. Like the green doesn't blend in with many of the green plants. It turns out there's a lot of shades of green. And in fact, green shades. You know, some of these you see clearly they wouldn't blend in together if they were next to each other. So the whole like green sponge filter thing to blend in with plants like hasn't been working too well for me. I'll be honest. I wish they were black. Then the plants would just be around it, and you wouldn't even see it because it blended in with the background and the spaces. But they did make the black sponge filters, so I can stop complaining. Turkey eggs are huge and high for nutrition. That doesn't make okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, Steve, speaking of that, when are you doing your magic feed? What's it called? Golden pearls, like all the powdered foods comparison. I'm waiting for you to do it because I was gonna do it, but honestly, I think you're doing a much better and meticulous job. So what I want to do is I want you to do it, so I can then observe your results, and we'll look at them and see what we think. I'll still buy some of them, but you're gonna break out the microscope and stuff. I'm gonna let you handle that, OG. This weekend, okay. I'm waiting. I'm seriously like, I'm gonna keep you on your job, bro. We need this. I forget what I was even doing before. I was talking about green. Oh my gosh. So, you know what's interesting about the snail collectors? Besides the fact that, like, a $20 3D printed snail collector, yeah. I think it's cool thing to have available, so I'm glad. If you have a 3D printer or access or have a friend that has one, you know, there's a bunch of snail collectors you can print. I think it's interesting that they're investing in 3D print stuff so much and buying all these printers. I do feel like it is a big risk. I do. He was talking about it on a recent stream, and he said, well, the first thing is, like, you do this 3D printed stuff, like, if a big enough company's like, oh shit, everyone's buying these 3D printed snail collectors, and they happen to have the resources to manufacture them, they can make a bunch of them for way cheaper, like $20 for this. Like, they can make a bunch of them way cheaper, distribute them to Petco or some shit, and bam, it's like you got all these 3D printers. Now, Aquarium Co-op is a big enough niche brand. Like, I don't actually think that'll ever be a problem. But the other thing is, so I have access to a 3D printer. I 3D print some stuff. I have friends that like 3D printing stuff. I'm kind of a 3D print skeptic still, for a few reasons. One, I think that they just haven't been used long enough in order to know the performance over time. I think a lot of this shit breaks easily, depending on how it's printed and how it's designed. Like, and I just think that a lot of 3D printed stuff is going to end up in the fish junk bucket over time. And another problem with a lot of the 3D printed stuff is, like, most of it is things that you could just do with stuff laying around your house. Like, in all honesty, like, you just put like a flat surface with a string on it in your aquarium and a piece of food, and you lift it up after they all collect on the plant as a snail trap. All this is all a little bit extra. Like, in all reality, a lot of the egg collectors, like, I'm starting to realize that it's not worth it. Like, the hang on box ones especially is not scalable, because one, you gotta have space for all these hang on boxes, and depending on how your room's set up, that's just not a thing. Like, they can get knocked off. I'm very clumsy. That's a problem for me. There's a space in the tank and space outside the tank. It's maintenance. That's another thing that you have maintenance on, another air-driven thing. And really, just, if you're gonna do that, again, there's like some bowl in there with a grid over it, false bottom of your tank. It's just so many different things that at the end of the day are kind of less work, and they just work. So it's kind of weird for me to say, because I feel like my personality, I'd be into all this stuff, and I'm trying 3D printed snail traps, and there's a lot of cool files. Like, you can go the Aquarium Co-op forum or whatever 3D print site and print stuff out and test stuff and modify it, make your own. but I have yet to use 3D printed stuff that I felt like excited me and I like better than an alternative. Now, the one thing I think will be it is good for is like some more practical things like air collars and like airline connectors and things like that would actually, it's really nice to be able to print some of those, or 3D printed air stones or filters or protectors and that kind of thing. I think that kind of stuff is pretty interesting. But as far as stuff inside the aquarium, like, I'm still skeptical. I got some 3D printed caves that'll probably end up around me soon. We'll see how those goes, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just more old school than I thought. I just like non-plastic things. I'm realizing. I just don't like how they feel. I don't like how they last. It doesn't give me the satisfaction of throwing a planting spike, one of those hydration spikes in to use as a cave. You know, I have less reasons now to go to stores I would never go to otherwise to buy all sorts of things that I probably should never try to make a craft out of because I'm terrible with it. I don't know. Trying to make contraptions on my own is part of the thing that's fun. 3D printing is kind of fun and designing stuff is fun. But I think because I'm more used to doing that kind of thing, since the fish keeping stuff is like a hobby, it's less fun for me. So for me, it's actually more fun to waste my time constructing something out of parts around the house than it is to just like set something up to print for 5 hours. I like my 3D printed gadgets, but Pleco caves ain't it. They're too light. Maybe at that point I just buy clay caves. Yeah. 3D printing stuff is super nice for like tons of things in the fish room. Like I think the airline stuff is cool. Replacement parts for things. I've used it for like, I printed like a camera cap, like lens caps, like all that kind of stuff. Pegboard accessories. But like, I just think some things, it would just be like, I think if a company suddenly mass produced a bunch of some of the stuff people are making with like a better material, then I think it would just be better. I think that's my thing. Some of the stuff being 3D printed, it would just be better quality if it was made in a different way. Like some of the cave stuff, like plastic caves already exist, you know, and I feel like a lot of them are better than the 3D printed caves. But there's tons of stuff that are useful. Maybe if you add lathes at that point, I'll just buy clay caves. Yeah, I've been liking the clay caves, but you know, it's one of the things that is fun about the hobby is trying a bunch of different things. The 3D printing stuff is fun because you can just have an idea and go and print it. So I've said it like a billion times, but like airline stuff is something I really want to get more into with the 3D printing as far as fish stuff goes. Like some of the stuff I've seen on the Aquarium Co-op site, like the rails for lids and things like that. I think that's where the useful stuff really is, honestly. Like even just like guards, water change guards, stuff like that. The 3D hang-on planters for like terrestrial plants, I like those a lot that my friend's been printing. What other 3D printing stuff do I like? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff like that. Hey, Elite Manager Habitats Luis. How's it going? I want a 3D printer to go down such a rabbit hole. Too much work to do already, endless possibilities. Yeah, you've been busy. Some people, I'm still wanting to head over to your spot sometime. I gotta make the trip. I do famously hate driving, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it down there. But some people have been talking about doing a group, like, oh, should we do a group order? Because I posted I seen your story to a few people that some people didn't know that you're around. I was like, oh, some cool stuff. Let me see if the online is caught up to the Facebook, because I'm in incognito. Let me see. What's the newest stuff you brought in? I always like looking at the new stuff. Let me go to the last Facebook post. I love that more stores are starting to like post when they get new stuff in. Usually I screenshot those posts and put them in like a group chat or something. We all kind of keep track. Let me see. I screenshotted one of the last posts from you, so I already have it ready to throw up. But let's see. You brought in. Oh yeah. Rainbow tiger butterfly Borneo loach. I swear to God, bro. With these loaches, it's like it's got to be like 5 adjectives minimum. Nick said, hey, if you come to my place, you may as well continue up to your store. Nice store, good variety of fish too. What? We got the Jesse endorsement. I have no life, I'll be there. I do group orders and I get 15%. Okay. Well, I might be able to coordinate then. I could go and see Jesse and see you, and if we do, maybe we do a group order and I can just pick it up for people potentially. If that is possible. We love doing group orders from local stores when possible. Just not all of them have figured out how to make it work. You know, they'll be like, oh, we can special order this, and it's like, okay, so are you gonna do it? Or yeah, we can special order it. Like, okay, let's do it. It's just like awkward. Okay, sorry. Rainbow tiger Borneo loach. Okay. We got aqua pets. Oh, you got this? Shit, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I want to know. Hey Jody, I want to know the scientific names on them. They have purple, yellow, and blue fins. If you don't mind, what are you selling them for? The Hillstream gang might be heading over there. Those people are dedicated. Jody P said, I've been eyeballing your Hillstreams, Luis. Of course you have. See? These Hillstream fiends. That's a cool one. I haven't seen that one. Okay, the Bloody Marys, classic. Annie's Goby. If you're not familiar, I feel like that's one of the staples. Stiffodon, NEA. Purple is Laticeps. Nick, pull up her purple fins. Excuse me. The purple fins. Which ones? The rainbow one, or is it a different one? There are a few Laticeps. Everything for Hillstreams? Gobies, Killies, Ricefish, and Tanganyika fish. Hey, I love some Killies and Ricefish and Hillstreams. I don't think I've kept true Gobies or Tanganyikans. Blue Galars, Killifish. That's pretty cool. I got the dwarf reds again. I'm trying to do them. I took like 10 pairs to London Town when I first did them. I still am mad at myself for letting them slide because I was doing well, and this pair is not as good as the pair that I had. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay. Red nose. I don't usually look up guppy strains, but red nose Kahaku gup. It's just like an interesting name, so I gotta look it up. Okay, so it's like a kind of like a koi looking little guppy. Jody said, I have 21 species of Hillstreams as of today. Oh, 20. Jesse said, Jesus, Jody. Jesse, how are you talking? You got like a billion of all sorts of random things. Jody said, I love my Hillies, Luis. Yeah, Luis, if you like Hillstreams, you're in good company. Check out my, I talked to Jody on stream a bit ago, and she talked a bit about all the stuff. Yo, Imprint said, what's good, my Inga? You always say it like that, bro. What's up? You're the dedicated YN of the stream. Hey, Imprint, did you see that they were talking about the other day we were talking about dating and fish keeping? Did you see People were talking about male fish keepers. Nick, you don't even know until you come see the place. I'm kind of scared. Will I be able to find my way out? Luis said that episode with Jody is how I found your channel. So glad I did. That is very kind of you. Very kind. Imprint After said, Ayo, where? Don't tell me there's a tier list. No. Someone on the Baltimore subreddit made a post about like struggling dating and how like all the people in their hobbies were ugly or something. And the hobby that they were in happened to be fish keeping. But then I did a comment like, yo, like when I went to their profile, I was like, yo, it's crazy when I went to your profile, it's all aquarium subreddit posts. That's one person responded, but they deleted their comment. And it was always dreamt of getting swept off my feet in the local fish store, but instead everyone looked like feet. So a little bit of a rough review out there, man. Wait, commercials? What commercials? Did I leave a commercial playing somewhere? You guys gotta tell me about these things if that's what happened. We might be cooked, chat. LMAO. Yeah, bro. I was dying when I saw that. Bob Bravo, dating and fish keeping. I better polish my bald head. Hey, if you're bald, you're in good company as far as fish keeping goes. There's Putu Bird and friends keep a list of bald fish keeping YouTubers. They call it balding with beards. And then there's the little dash men and fish keeping. It's crazy. There's so many variants. We can't be chopped and into fish keeping. Keep a struggle. I know, man. Listen. I just feel like. I feel like fish keeping should be like having a cat. Like, I feel like it should increase your success with women. Like, always taking care of stuff. He's like nurturing. He's like in touch with nature. You know, like, I don't know why fish keeping would be a downside. Now, again, I'm talking about like normal fit. Like, you got a tank or two. I kind of understand more if, you know, you might share space and you got a basement of fish. But still, at the same time, I feel like there's a disconnect between like hardcore hobbyists on YouTube and like the actual people, majority of people keeping fish. I think just like a lot of people that have fish tanks don't go to meetings, don't consume fish content, but they might be into fish. Or maybe they're on the aquarium subreddit or something. Like, I think that it's more these people just aren't interacting. They're not finding each other. It's tragic. It's tragic. Oh, is that duckweed you're wearing? I'm special. Okay. Melon oh, the panda barbs. Let me see. Yeah, those are cool. I like melon. You know, some common names hit. It's like, for killifish, it's like, don't give me a common name. I don't want to hear it. For a lot of other fish, I'm like, please. I don't want to try and pronounce this. I don't want to try and pronounce this. Just give me the common name. I don't care what the Latin's a dead language anyway. Then you go to killifish, I'm like, bro, what do you mean Gardner's killie? Golden pheasant fit? Like, what are you talking about? Aphysemium australe? Like, you just gotta have those muscles from looking. Yo, when I was doing buckets for water changes, I definitely got some muscle from it, for sure. Luis, do you have any of your purple fins currently? Blue snakeskin. Okay, pigeon checkerboard discus. That's an interesting combo of words. Looking like a fancy fish. That fish just said that fish just called me broke. That's one of them. Okay, L124 Parapleco. Bob, you said that you were, well, I'm on her site. I just don't know if the site is updated to the Facebook page. I guess I should just ask that, but because then I can see pictures of things. But it's kind of a lot to ask to update your stock on the online store. Maybe not everything you actually want to ship anyway. So like, I kind of just like reading the names off a list anyway. That's just how I am. But there's a lot of stuff listed on the site. It's hard. I can't imagine the difficulty of doing inventory for like a physical store, then also listing it online. Like, I technically have a website that I sell stuff on, but half the problem is it takes me so long to list anything. Okay, Louis, someone in the chat needs your help. Imprint asks, any oddball fish wrecks? I like oddballs. Updated with everything that came in as of today, just not all the picks updating tonight with 2 more orders coming tomorrow. Man, you were joking. You do have no life. That's crazy. Out of purples, I plan on getting my next batch for Sam, and I kill Kingdom when ready. Yo, now's a good time to go to the LFS. By the way, guys, I don't know what it is. Every local fish store I follow the last few days just got in a shit ton of fish. So if you've been waiting to go to your LFS, go soon. Or if you know that they do treat fish, wait the amount of days they usually treat them for, then go. But it's a good time. Okay, L124. Phantom plecos are okay for you? Oh, it's a pill. What? L124, the parapleco. Whoa. This is a funky pleco. I don't think I've seen that one in person. Imprint said, actually, I can't get fish. Duke's gonna be here. I got my lattice steps for Sam, he said. Oddballs for days, my specialty. Okay. What's some nano oddballs? Let's just say nano's like 4 inches and lower, just to give a wider option. But just smaller oddballs. Attainable oddballs. There we go. Okay, pigment quarries. Pigment quarries never seem to always go quickly. Blue Phantom plecos. We got the Royal plecos, Iranian red rainbows, Millennium rainbows, Captive red silver, pea puffers, Mekong bumblebee, goby. Okay, is it different than other bumblebee gobies? Yeah, they're from, maybe it's a location. Okay. Toothpick fish, yes. See, that's the thing. I have to go visit Jesse when my no fish buy ban is over, because the toothpick fish are on my list. They're on my list. I must have them. I must have them. I must breed them, or at least try. Die trying. I feel like the only things I'm succeeding in breeding right now is the Procatopus and the Betta margiratum. Okay. I lost my place. Oh, there's another photo. That's why. Hold up. Hold up. The list is that long. The list is that. Yo, I was about to stop streaming, but you got me. Like, I just feel like I can spend so much time looking up fish. Like, it's really mental illness, man. It's crazy. This is crazy. Okay. We're back. We're back in it. That's what I'm doing, Nick. I'm trying to breed them. That'll be cool. Toothpick fish are really cool, but they are picky, Steve says. Luis asked, do you plan on getting an analysis again? Luis said, toothpicks are picky eaters, but so cool. Blackworm and live Daphne for those guys. Okay. My Daphne have been doing all right. I'm on the Daphne gang, bro. Baby Brian's cool and all, but if I can get Daphne breeding consistently like this for me forever, I'm so lazy I didn't hatch Baby Brian as often as I probably should anyway, but Daphne feels freeing. It does. And I like being able to feed him spirulina and see him get all green inside and then feeding him the things. Like, it's satisfying. Does that make me a villain? Okay. Oh, whoa. Purple vampire crabs, you still got those? You got a pair? There's crabs that I want to try crabs. I do. I want a crab tank. Swordtail tetra. Limited. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder if they get any more colored. But the fins are exquisite enough. Great show tank material, if you ask me. Not that I know how to make a show tank, but fork tail rainbows, goldfish. I have purple vampire crabs. Are you breeding them? Yes, and disco crabs coming tomorrow. Ah, God, you guys are killing me. I got somewhere, I suppose. Jody said not to be creepy, but I'm going to be stalking your website for those analysts. I mean, Jody, I knew what you meant when you asked her, do you plan on getting out analysts in again? Like, I knew what you meant. You're a fiend. You're an absolute fiend. Chili Oscars. I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. Sheesh. Oh, wow. That is a vibrant fish. I need my fish with some contrast, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Empress said, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, my guy. Nah, Steve, constant Daphne in their tank. Yep. Daphnia gang. Come on, people. Let's do Daphnia. I haven't been successful for long enough for me to say, like, hey, it's so easy, I can do it, you can do it too, but I don't know. It's feeling very doable right now. I don't have like a tank that's like, oh, I'm gonna make 1 billion Daphnia in it, but shit. Let's talk away. I used to be a bounty hunter. Yo. What? Oh man. See, that's why Louise commented a supportive comment on the whole fish jail controversy and stuff. Is very nice. The supportive comment. But see, that's why you got to be careful who you team up with, because I don't know what kind of degenerate Luis is. Could be even worse than the fish mafia. You talk about I was a bounty hunter. I get the stalking angle. Bless you. Thank you for the blessing, but oh my goodness. I mean, you and Jody do seem like you'd be good friends. Jody said, don't have to twist my arm. Oh yeah, email notifications are on. I want a Solwisi white claw crab. I had one that got decided, didn't bother anyone, just ate algae. I want crabs that eat snails. I think that crabs are a potential snail slaughtering employee. Oh, this does look like a cool little crab. Wow. I need to do crabs. I just want to breed them. I want to breed them, want to have them. They look cool. Nice aesthetic. Maybe I can make a land part if they need that. That's kind of cool. 20 long with the land part. That sounds great to me. As long as they can't climb up the glass, like, I know they're probably going to need a lid or whatever, but as long as, like, can they climb up the airline tubing? Like, how am I going to prevent them from climbing out is my problem. That is the one thing I got to overcome with the crabs. It seems to be a big issue. Who looked like a boxer with jacked up arms? They're so cute. Freshwater to the sea. I just want to breed clipped. Oh my god, bro. Everyone wants to take me down. My own chat. My panther crabs at the shop demolish ram's horns. Okay. See, the thing is, the panthers, like, I feel like the panthers are just on the edge where, like, I feel like they're big enough. They're going to eat other things I care about, too. It's like, is there a crab that's not going to be too annoying to deal with attacking things, but eat snails? I don't, if it eats shrimp, like, fine. Okay, fine. I have realistic expectations. But I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't want to worry about them escaping. I don't want to worry about them slaughtering too much. If it kills every other invertebrate, fine. Like, I can only ask for so much in life. That's what happened to my crab. It just disappeared. Yeah, I had some pom-pom crabs, and I think they escaped. I did have a glass lid on it. I thought it was tight. You know, Not everything got a happy ending, I guess. Orange chromide cichlids. This is kind of a crazy name. Would you believe it? They're orange. These fish really, they always surprise you when you least expect it. Okay. The plants. Yeah, cool stuff. Let me go. I want to go to. Where did I put the website? Ah, here it is. Yo. Everyone that is making a website for their business, I need your help. I have a pet peeve. I'm not calling on anyone out specifically. But this little image on the tab, the favicon, so many people forget to put their own like logo or something in there. It drives me crazy. The Shopify one isn't as bad. The Squarespace one, it's like a square gradient cube. It stands out. It just looks. I'm immediately like, these people don't know what they're doing. The Shopify one isn't that bad. It's just like a pet peeve. You need put your logo in there, man. The favicon, F-A, I think that's what it's called. And it's just what the little logo on the tab is on your site. Just a random. You can tell when something's actually a pet peeve because I can't help myself. Square keeps deleting my images. I hate it, bro. That's the worst. I like Shopify. The worst is when they don't change the trademark at the bottom, powered by Shopify. I think that people don't realize you could like remove that. Because someone was asking me what they should use to build their fish site, and I was like, if you literally go to everyone's fish store, they just like leave in the thing at the bottom that says what it's powered by. Which is fine. I don't really read the bottom of sites much. Okay, rice fish, black and yellow. Got some black lame. Grade A, Goshki type R. Okay, this is gonna be a cool one to go and see. Shrimp, snails, and crabs. Bob Bravo, fix your favicon people, favicon generator online. Is that a thing? Is everyone in the chat like website designers all of a sudden? Wow. It's a thing. Okay. The more you know. The more you know. I do the Friday marketing posts. Friday night load the pics on Square and they disappear. Wow, that is weird. That is really weird. Red spotted Peruvian prawn. Parentheses shrimp. What the hell is that? What? Why do you have this? This looks crazy. It's got to be this one, right? It can't be. It can't be. It can't be this. Imprint. Nah, I just used to drop ship. Okay, I feel. Unfortunately, sleepy time. Hope you all have a great night. Luis, if you ever want to talk hill streams, hit me up. Oh, night, Jody. I need those. Okay. Well, good thing you live close. Where is... Okay, featured. I need an in-stock filter. That's what I need. Ah, availability. I'm a fool. Indian. Oh, the Balti Caridina shrimp. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man, this store's got some. It's got some cool stuff. Got the piano. Oh, the Promabon snails. I want to try those again. I failed. Do you have tips on those? I want to try and breed those. I had them at one point and I totally failed. That's a cool one. It's like a Malaysian trumpet snail, but they breed slower. So like maybe it wouldn't be a pain in the ass to have just to churn substrate and stuff. Pink lady nearite snails. What? I don't think I've seen that one. Hulk orange Neocaridina shrimp. Got the crystals, got the trap doors. Oh, there's the panther. Oh, this red claw crab looks absolutely diabolical. Don't trust him. The disco. Okay, I need the discos. I need everything. Hercules snail. Shit. The inverts, man. Albino mystery snail, magenta albino. Yeah, I need to take some snails to the store again. I'm about to have too many. Sheesh. Yeah, night Jody. All right. I gotta feed. No, I already fed the cat. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep too, actually. Yo, guys, this has been a nice stream. I think this is a good time to call it. Oh, look, Luis, gang, gotta be up for 5 airport run. Thank you, Jody. All have a good week. Luis, really appreciate you stopping by. It's nice having you. Thanks for keeping even when we don't go to buy stuff, there's so many people that enjoy just reading the names of the fish you have available. It's really cool. So appreciate your hard work. And everyone, have a great night. Keep on keeping on. We're all in this together, and you know that we gonna say it's in my tanks.